All right. Looks like we are live at this point. I think we are. Like I said, sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get going. I got people telling me I'm late essence. No. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for everything to start up. It's not my fault, peeps. Sometimes it's just not my fault. No. Obviously I should plan like a little bit earlier ahead of time, but it's all good. But anyway, what is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to, what's today? Monday? Yeah, Monday stream. Man, it is bright, nice, and sunny today. 75 degrees. Your boy had a good day. I was working out, had my triple protein shake. I got my water ready to go. Trading in the Twix and the Snickers for protein shakes and protein bars. I'm feeling good today. So I want to say what up to everybody here. Hopefully all of you guys are having a great day, and I hope you guys had a great weekend as well. I know I had a fantastic weekend. I just did whatever. I played some games, hung out with my boy, worked. So it was the same old as we inch closer and closer to the Nintendo Switch 2. We should probably start the countdown videos. I kind of want to do some cool stuff for Nintendo Switch 2 countdown to get you guys hyped up. So look out for that. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. So I appreciate you guys. Gene Chat with the Elite Ninja Pledge. Thank you so much, Gene Chat, with the 58 months. Thank you for the 58 months, Gene Chat. Shout outs, long time. Yo, so Mr. Aymar Hernandez. Hey, man, this ain't that type of stream. It's not like a Aiden Ross or, weird type of stream where you're just going to sit there and try to insult people. Just relax, brother. We're here to have fun. We're here to talk about games, here to be family friendly, but at the same time, maybe edge a little bit on PG-13 every now and then, but just relax, brother. Just say what up, OJ, and just let's talk about games. There's no need to try to catch attention by saying you want to fight people and all that. That stuff doesn't work here, man. Don't worry about that. Just have fun, enjoy the stream, and like I said, if you have questions about video games or about what's coming up, feel free to ask them. You will get attention if you're cool about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to try to say stuff to get attention, all right, man? That's why you got timed out. Or you got your comment deleted. All right, so shout outs to my man Dior. What's up, Dior? Welcome to the stream. Daniel Carney. What's up, Daniel Carney? Welcome. Party Man Cart is here. Welcome. Jeffrey Tucker. What is up, man? Welcome. The Great Wall. Imar is here as well. Maybe on timeout for a little bit. Jacob Dressback. What's up, Jacob? Welcome to the stream. 777 OG, double OG. One Thing for Poor says Xbox is dead and buried. How Nintendo and PS are competing with the dead platform holder. Change the title, OJ. You're giving too much credit to Xbox. I'm not, because they're still in competition regardless of whether you think it's dead and buried. They still got a system out and they're still in competition. So even if the competition is bad, let's see here. The Great Wall. What's up, The Great Wall? Welcome. Glenmore Legister. What's up, Glenmore? Michelle is here. Monado Mario is here. What up, Monado? Ray B is here. What's up, Ray B? Yamoto says, I'm filing taxes. I gotta file my taxes too. Coming up. So yeah. Boring. Happy Mario 10 Day. Lego got me yet again. The Mario Kart one. Yeah, happy Mario 10 Day. Which there's stuff happening, but there's really nothing exciting happening. Yo, Caitlin and Justin with the 13 months. Ambu tier. Yo, has it really been a year plus? Yo, shout outs. Thank you so much, Mr. Caitlin and Justin. I said Mrs. and Mr. We are so close to Switch 2 Direct. We are so close. I can feel it in my bones. Let's see here. Shulk, what's up, Shulk? Welcome. Big love, Shulk. Shout outs. DSP's Incidents. What's up, OJ? Playing SMT5 Vengeance Lately, probably my favorite RPG in years. DSP's Incident. I swear, DSP detractors are completely normal people outside of trolling DSP. You guys are just completely normal. I have so many DSP detractors that come here and just talk to me so normal, but like DSP would think of you guys of like crazy psychos and all that. It's so funny. It's awesome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. DSP is a freaking moron, though. I have no problem with DSP detractors coming here and hanging out. So yeah, he's a freaking idiot. Complete idiot. So yeah, no problem there. Shout outs to Celtiverse with the 42 months. What's good, Celtiverse? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Big love. Casual Noob. What's up, Casual Noob? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Man, doing great things. I'm working on getting ready to color. Getting ready. Okay, got you. Shout outs to the cool guy. Celebrating Mario 10 Day, watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Got a couple Mario Odyssey amiibos and the Mario Time magazine. Let's go. Yeah. I celebrate Mario 10 Day the day that I always celebrate Mario 10 Day, doing absolutely nothing. I will celebrate Mario Switch 2 Day. I think that's April 2nd. I'll celebrate. That's Mario Day to me. Mario Kart, right? Mario Kart coming. That's Mario Day to me. That's gonna be my Mario Day. Water hits after a good workout. It really does. Let's see. I don't hate the guy. Just fun to kind of poke at it. Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't hate him either. I just think he's a freaking idiot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't mind that. I just think he's a complete moron. He's also a scam artist too. So there's also that. So I don't like him. I'll say that. Let's see here. Celebrate Mario Day every day. Yo, shout outs. Celebrate Mario Day. Party Man is Mario. So it's like, you know, you are Mario. So it makes sense. Makes sense. 100%. Let's go. Shout out to Celtiverse, though. Thank you for the 42 months of membership as well. Celtiverse. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Shout outs, guys. Shout outs to all the Elite Ninjas. Appreciate you guys coming through. Hit that like button. Let's get the viewers in here. Let's get the hype going. I did put out a challenge. A lot of people out there on Twitter. There was an interesting article from IGN. I didn't read it because I didn't have to read it. The point wasn't to read it or not. The point was the conversation surrounding the competition. You know, whenever there is competition or not when it comes to Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony. Now, one thing, you know, he gave his opinion on Xbox hardware. I understand that. But at the same time, I'm looking at it this way. So IGN put out the article, you know, that, hey, look, the console wars, they're over. You know, the console wars are over. Who won, PlayStation, Xbox, or something else, and what comes next? We explore all that and more. So it was really a discussion. There was a lot of different stuff that they went over, from what I understand. But the thing that I don't like is that IGN is that all these other companies, a lot of these other entities, last generation with the Wii U, okay, and even the generation before with the Wii, okay, they obviously put Nintendo in the mix. And I saw that, oh, it's not in competition when it's winning or when Nintendo's selling well. Not even like, oh, well, winning, just selling well. They're not in competition. It's a completely different market. All this other stuff. And I'm going to continue on right after this. Don't know. Party Man Cup with the 5. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got you. Thank you for the $5. And holy smokes, Jazzy Jefferson. Party Man with the 5. Thank you so much for the first Ninja Blood. But then Jazzy Jefferson comes in with the big 5. Oh, Party Man and Jazzy Jefferson. Two of my back-to-back elites. Hey, let's go. Shout outs, man. And he says, if Nintendo isn't competitor, then PlayStation wouldn't have randomly updated the PS2 sales numbers. The jumping through hoops to say Nintendo don't count is crazy. Yeah, absolutely, Jazzy. And I, you know, shout outs, and I appreciate you backing me up on Twitter and stuff like that, man. And thank you for bringing good topics. I know you always have good discussion points on Twitter, and I appreciate you being here. And thank you for being an Elite Ninja. Same thing to you, Party Man. Shout out to you guys backing me up and having good discussion, like civil good discussion. But I have to 100% agree with Mr. Jazzy Jefferson here about what's going on. Like, it's funny that you will see all these things that they will do. They'll make the Move controller, right? What is the Move controller? Literally, the Move controller was in competition with the Wii. They saw that the Wii was selling really well. And that's when people started to say, oh, Nintendo's not in competition with Microsoft and Sony. So then why did Sony make the Move controller? Why did Sony make the Move controller? Why did they make the Move controller if they're not in competition? Why copy your competition or that other thing if you're not trying to hawk some of that fan base? If you're not trying to get some of that fan base? Microsoft made the Kinect in the 7th generation. That's when people started saying, oh, they're not in competition. It's not in competition. Then why are they making these things to try to sell against the Wii? You look at the Wii U. Before the Wii U even launched, what did Sony say? Oh, you can do the same thing that a Wii U does with a PS3 and a Vita. Or their upcoming system. They literally said that. Go look it up. Go Google search it. They literally said that. Oh, well, you can do the same thing. Well, if they're not in competition, why are they saying that they can do the same thing? What's the point? I'll get that dono in just a bit as well. If you look at this generation, if they're not in competition, why is Xbox making a handheld? Why is Sony making the PS Portal? Why are they doing these things? Why did Sony make Mod Nation Racers, which is literally trying to be Mario Kart, but with Sackboy? Why did they make Little Big Planet, the game that's like Super Mario 3D World? Why did they make that? Why did they make PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, which is literally Sony's Smash Brothers? Why are they doing all these things, copying or trying to one-up or trying to get in on what Nintendo's doing if they're not in competition in some way? Why did they make a deal with Pocket Pair for distribution and all that? A Pokemon-esque type of game. Why did they make a distribution, a big deal with Pocket Pair? Digimon's been there for how long? How long has Digimon? There's been Koromon, Digimon. There's been all sorts of Mons and different. They could have done a Pokemon thing a long time ago. Why didn't they make their own? Why are they trying to look for fast ad hoc ways to get in? Like, that's what I don't understand. And shout outs to Jazzy and like the numbers, obviously like the PlayStation numbers. I'm not trying to sit there and say like console war it, but to sit there and say that it's like, oh, they're not in competition at all. That's insane. With all the things that they've done over the years, over the decades. Over what they've said, it makes no sense to me. It makes zero sense. Jazzy with the big 50. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. You are now definitely the Hokage and Stream Ninja, for sure. Anybody that's 50 or more, you can type or pass up Jazzy Jefferson. But remember, guys, I got to make sure that I let people know, if you do drop a dono, get your music requests in. So, Jazzy, if you want a couple music tracks, let me know. I got you. Party Man, if you want a music track, let me know. And if you drop any donos, guys, put your music track in the message, but if you can't fit it, that's okay. Just let me know in the chat, and I'll get it for you. Party Man cut with another $5. Oh, they are. You guys have not been listening to music this whole time. They are muted. I'm sorry, guys. It wasn't that they were muted. It's that my desktop, all my desktop audio was muted. So all my desktop audio was muted. So yeah, thank you, Party Man. I would have never noticed that if you didn't say anything. So yeah, shout outs though. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Party Man cart with so funny. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, it was all muted. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Casual Noob with the $1 donut says, I guess I celebrated Mario 10 Day by playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Plus, since they should make Bowser a monster in the Switch 2 version. That'd be interesting. Thank you for the $1 donut. Monado Mario with the 65 months. Is this pretty much some Switch naysayers now goalposts move? Nintendo's a toy company, therefore they're not in competition. Yeah, it's so silly. It's so dumb, dude. It's so dumb. Let me scroll back up and read some more comments. Shout outs to Casual Noob. Shout outs to Jazzy. Thank you guys. Let's keep it rolling. Keep those likes rolling in too. Like I said, if you got a message you want to highlight, you can super chat or you can drop a Streamlabs dono. Put your music request in there. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Shout outs to Party Man for letting me know about that as well. Thank you so much. Oh man, that's hilarious, dude. Shout outs to Jazzy Jefferson as well. Thank you, man. There's Nintendo. There's gaming companies that they wish that were Nintendo. I mean, listen, I've said this before and I'll say it again. People talk about how, oh, Nintendo's this or that or whatever the case is. Listen, I like all the systems for the most part. Like, I'm always going to buy Sony, Microsoft, even PlayStation, whatever, Nintendo. Even before I started creating content, before YouTube was even a thing, I was buying all the systems. So it has nothing to do with fanboying or nothing like that. But if you said, oh, I can have Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo, like, I could have them. Like, I could own them. Who would you want to own? Literally everybody. Anybody outside of the video game industry that knows anything about the video game industry would pick Nintendo. It wouldn't even be close. Like, Xbox, not Microsoft. Obviously, most people would probably say, give me Microsoft. Or, like, if I can have Microsoft, give me Microsoft over Nintendo, right? But we're talking about the gaming division. So, Xbox, PlayStation, not Sony, but PlayStation. Obviously, Sony as a whole company, big there, too. But if you were to pick, it would be Nintendo, and it wouldn't even be close.
Ton out fun fact.
Okay.
Mario was legit born March 10th, 87. But when his parents filed his birth certificate, it was on September 13th. But they accidentally registered his B-Day on that day, September 13th. Which is why the world thinks he was born Sep 13, but his real B-day was on March 10th.
What does that even mean? Thank you for the $3. But what does that even mean? I appreciate that, though. I'll look into the lore, Super Christian Me World. I appreciate it. Thank you. Shout outs, man. Why wasn't OJ in the Mario Twitter video? I'm boycotting. Oh, yeah, that was a great... No, Endakuba was in that. Endakuba was in that. Nintendo Fangirl was in that. Ray was in that. There was a lot of my friends in that as well. So I was very happy for them. It was super cool to see them in the video. No hate here at all. What's up, Vadset? Welcome to the stream, brother. Thank you so much. And he's like, yeah, OJ, well, you got to let you know, sometimes life doesn't make sense for people. Have purpose to attack always. Yeah, exactly. In terms of what way I'm leaning, I don't know. I'm leaning left right now. I'm leaning right now. I'm leaning forward, Projo. Now I'm leaning back. So my Nintendo Switch is right in front of me, so I lean forward. My PlayStation 5 is to my right, so I lean right sometimes to my PlayStation 5. And my video games are over here to my left. I have actually a bunch of systems and stuff over here, so I lean left if I need to grab something over here. Those are all the different ways that I lean, if you want to know. Let's see here. I've been playing Nintendo for over 30 years and probably won't stop till the day I die. Yeah, me too. I mean, I don't think I'm going to stop anytime soon. Where's the GameCube? The GameCube is up here. So I'm leaning, the GameCube, PlayStation, actually, I might lean up into the right. So it's over there. So those are all my systems. Like I have a PS3, an Xbox, a PS2, an Xbox 360. I have like all my old systems up here, just all stacked up. My PS4 Pro, my Xbox Series X, they're all just stacked up. My PS3 Slim, all at the top here, all looking super clean and nice. All still work. So if I lean up and to the right, they're up and to the right in my top closet shelf space. So there you go. Let's see here. Projo asked me, but you lean towards Nintendo, right? So I said, yeah, I lean towards my Switch. That's right here. My Switch OLED's right here. My PS5's right over here. And I lean towards up and to the right over here. Lean towards over here to grab other systems. So those are the ways that I lean. So yeah. It says, bruh, September 13th was the release date for original Mario Bros. On the NES. That's the lore. I made it up. Okay, got you. I understand. Yeah, most of my videos are Nintendo and RPG content. Most of my videos are Nintendo and RPG content because you got to specialize on YouTube. If you don't specialize on YouTube, you're gonna do nothing. You're not gonna go anywhere if you don't specialize. If I could make PlayStation and Xbox videos and everybody would watch those like my Nintendo videos, then I would do it. The problem is that you don't think very complex, Projo. You think very, oh, if someone's only talking about this, that means they're just this. And it's not that. It's the fact that nobody watches my Xbox and PlayStation videos. I took a ton of time making reviews for Final Fantasy, making reviews for The Last of Us, and people didn't watch them. So why am I going to continue to put out videos on PlayStation and Xbox when nobody's watching them? Also, on top of that, I don't know the business as well with them. Nintendo's older, and I've been studying Nintendo longer, so it's easier for me to just create content on that instead of sitting here making content on Xbox and PlayStation, and half the time you even said yourself, you don't even watch it. So half the times you don't even watch my videos when I make on PlayStation and Xbox. So I can't have you say, I don't want to hear nothing from anybody talking about, oh, well, you only make videos on Nintendo. How many of you guys actually watch my videos that I did on Xbox and PlayStation? I guarantee you most of you guys did not. You guys don't care. So I'm not going to sit here and waste my time making videos on PlayStation and Xbox when nobody's watching them. Now, like I said, if everybody watched my videos on The Last of Us and on Final Fantasy and on Xbox and PlayStation stuff that I've done in the past, I probably still would be doing that. But I'm a one-man operation for the most part, sometimes two-man operation if I can get somebody to help me edit or whatever. And I'm not going to sit here and waste my time talking about PlayStation and Xbox all day in videos when nobody's watching those videos and nobody's watching those reviews. So that's the reason why. But if I could, I would. Trust me, I'd love to talk more about that. I'd love to talk more about Mass Effect, right? I love Mass Effect. I'd love to talk more about Mass Effect. I'd love to talk more about all sorts of stuff when it comes to it. But people don't watch it like that, so there's no point. So that's the reason why. Hopefully all's well with you today, OJ. Got a lot of work to do, but I'll be back. It's export time. Hey, it's all good, Vatson. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Shout outs to Christian Muro. Thank you for the $3. Let's see. Just make clickbait titles like The Last of Us on Switch 2. Yeah, those are good for easy, quick views, but those are bad for long-term viewership, and they're bad for people trusting you. The cool thing about my channel is that it's very unique. I might not get the most views, but a lot of you guys really deeply care about what I have to say. So when I do stream, you guys come through, you guys will support, I'll have a steady base of people who watch and respect what I gotta say when it comes to Nintendo or RPG games. So if I started doing stuff like that, then I think people would stop respecting me. You know, and there's other people that don't like me. I think it'd even get worse if I start putting out misinformation. So, best Mass Effect character, OJ, I'm going with Grunt and Rex. The best Mass Effect character, in terms of like the actual gameplay, like who's the actual like best character, it's like Miranda. She's like really, really good for no reason. But yeah, like in terms of my own personal favorite, yeah, I like Rex. Rex is cool. I like Grunt. Grunt is great. Grunt and Rex are both really cool. I like a lot of the characters. I don't know, man. It's tough to really pick. You know, I like Thane. I love Thane. I like Liara, Thane, Grunt, Rex. I like Miranda. You know, there's a lot of cool characters. Chrono Rig with the $10. Thank you so much, Chrono Rig. Videos 207 with the subscription. Thank you so much, Videos. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the subscription. And also Chrono Rig. The whole Nintendo is not competition doesn't make sense. That's like saying McDonald's and Taco Bell and other fast food places aren't competing just because they make different foods. Exactly. And people don't seem to understand that. That's a very, very good comment. That's a very, very, very good analogy and point. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. Chrono Rig. We've already broke the combo here. 74 on the combo board. Should we do some notifications? I think we should. Let's start off with the 1 hour extra extended tonight. Let's do that first. Shout outs, guys. 1 hour max. We are going for 3 hours tonight. That's already confirmed. Let's see if we can go for the extra bonus stream as well. I owe you guys a lot, but this week I will be doing some. So do not worry, do not fear. Bonus streams will be here. Let's go. Shout outs to Boo Boo. Says, OJ, will you pick up Death Stranding 2 or is it not your genre? It's not really my type of game. I don't like Death Stranding 1, but I'll probably check out Death Stranding 2. Why not? Like, I bought the first game. I'll probably try out the second game. See if it's less of a walking simulator this time. We'll see. Jose Vel, what's up, Jose? Welcome. What's up, Paul Gale Network? Hey, OJ, finally beat Xenoblade Chronicles today, playing through Future Connected right now, and super excited for X to come out. Yes, sir. And then you got to get to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Well, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, then Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torn of the Golden Country, then Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Future Redeemed. So you've got a lot more on your journey, but hey, you took the hardest part is probably beating the first game. Like, that's like the hardest part. Once you beat Xenoblade 1, everything else becomes way easier because you start to understand the gameplay, you understand what's going on. But Xenoblade 1 is the biggest hurdle for people to beat that game because it's a really weird RPG. But if you can beat Xenoblade 1, and that one's long. Xenoblade 1 is really long. But if you can beat Xenoblade 1, it's all kind of like, you know, easy pickings from there. Xenoblade 2 is much easier, depending on how you want to play the game. You can customize it to whatever. And then Xenoblade 3 is actually shorter if you don't do all the side content. It's like actually a lot shorter than the other two games. And then, of course, Torna and Future Redeemed are both short expansions. So, yeah, man, good stuff. Yo, what's up, Ice Sizzle? It'll be a sitting simulator. A sitting simulator this time. Okay. How about a running simulator? It could be it could be a running simulator. You know? But good stuff, Green on Blues. What's up, Ice Sizzle? They always say Nintendo is beating the Twins ×2. The gaming media tried to destroy Nintendo during the Wii U era and failed, so of course they don't expect to praise Nintendo, and those are the same media who praise Sony for suppressing Wii U sales. Yeah, exactly. I know, what's the point? Like, we have people say, oh, it's passed up this, like Sony's passed up Wii U, or passed up this. What I'd love to see in an alternate dimension, just so I can prove my point, I'd love to go to an alternate dimension and take footage and like take what people are saying if the Switch failed. Let's just say the Switch failed. Or let's just say it didn't sell 150 million. Let's just say it sold way less than that. Let's just say that. I would love to see all the articles and topics from the same people saying, oh, it's beating out Switch, because that's literally what they do. If the Switch wasn't successful, they would be comparing it and saying, see, look, it didn't sell as much. Look, it would then turn into competition. It would magically turn into competition if it didn't do well. You know how I know this? Because they did this before with the Wii U, like you said. It would magically just turn into competition. Trust me, it would. But it's the fact that the Switch clearly has done a number that Xbox and PlayStation aren't going to reach anytime soon, at least. Now it's, oh, well, it's a different market. Oh, well, it's this. Oh, Wii U, they had no problem pitting it against the Wii U, against PlayStation and Xbox. They had no problem comparing and contrasting. No problem. And the Switch is the Switch is the extension of the Wii U. It's simply just the evolved form of the Wii U. It's not like, yes, it's a different system, but it's not like it has drastically different in terms of a concept. Like, it's just a much better concept of the Wii U. Like, the Switch is a way better Wii U. Like, just a way better Wii U to develop for, a way better Wii U just overall, right? That's really what it is. And the fact that people are trying to sit there and say that it's not is just silly. Like I said, if the Switch doesn't do as good as it does, I don't think we see the PS Portal. I don't think we see Microsoft making their own handheld. And I don't think we see the Steam Deck. I don't think we see a lot of stuff overall, because everyone after the Wii U failed was, this is not a good idea. After the 3DS didn't do as well as the DS or nowhere near it, oh well, handhelds are declining. Everyone's just on mobile. Remember, that was the narrative then. So I don't know if we see all this if the Switch doesn't do as well as it did. Hey, what's up, Nick93? Welcome to the stream. Norman Cetus. Yeah. Listen. Death Stranding 2 looks pretty cool. It does look cool, though. I did see the 10-minute trailer. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, Xenoblade 1 has literally 17 chapters, while the other one has 10. Yeah, for real. What's up, Atomic Toaster? Welcome to the stream. If Switch 2 doesn't sell similar to Switch 1, let's see. If the Switch 2 doesn't sell similar to Switch 1, it's going to happen. It depends on how similar or not, right? If the Switch 2 sells 100 million, then it's going to be like, okay, well, yeah, it didn't sell as good as the Switch 1, but it's not going to be that big of a deal, because most systems don't sell 100 million, right? Most systems don't get near that. It's difficult to get near 100 million or to sell 100 million. So I think that if the Switch 2 sells 100 million, we won't hear it too much. But if it sells considerably less than that, then yeah, we're definitely going to hear it. But it depends on how much it does, right? It depends on how much. I think that it'd be difficult, in my opinion, for the Switch 2 to not sell 100 million, because whenever Nintendo's been locked in on a hybrid or portable device, they've sold 100 million. Like, whenever they've been completely locked in. And when I mean locked in, as in, like, games are flowing. So, Game Boy, right? You look at the GBA would have done it. That GBA's life was so short. They sold 80 million in, like, 4 years. Like, 3 or 4 years or whatever. So, GBA would have. But technically, I guess, GBA didn't. But GBA's life was 2000 to 2004. Because the DS launched in 2004. So, it literally got no time. But anyway, it was on track to sell 100 million. So, whatever on that one. So, kind of GBA. You look at the DS, that was obviously over 100 million as well. 150 something million. So, and now the Switch 1, 100 million. So they've done 100 million multiple times. Like, it's not like they're a stranger to selling 100 million. So yeah. And obviously the Wii sold 100 million as well. So there's also that. So they've done it so many times before in the past. They've done it multiple times. So I think that definitely 100 million would be like the low end that you want to do. Maybe like 90 million. But yeah, definitely you want to do about 100 million. That'd probably be okay for them, because everything else is going to go up in price. Obviously, like they're going to increase the tiers for the Nintendo Switch Online. Games are probably going to be a bit more expensive. I mean, they're going to introduce new ways to try to get money out of people. So they'll try to make it up on the back end on other things, So yeah. Also, they compared the Switch to PlayStation and Xbox when it was first launching. Literally, they did. They were like, oh, well, it doesn't do this, or it's not like Xbox. Like, they literally did it. It wasn't until it blew up. I mean, I had debates with people. We had debates all over the place. People had no problem comparing it when it wasn't, when they didn't know how well it was going to sell. When they all thought that it was going to flop. When they all thought that it was going to flop, they had no problems comparing it, right? Because, like, that was the thing. Like, I had debates with Rerez. I had debates with... I got called so many names, in those days for saying that the Switch 1 was going to sell. Oh, you're just a fanboy. Oh, the Wii U didn't sell. Oh, the 3DS declined. I got called so many names. I had people make so many videos and say so much stuff. And I'm like, all right, well, we'll see. We'll see who's... Because, like, I said this. I remember I said to one channel, I was like, listen, homie. He was calling me out and saying... I'm like, listen, you're probably not going to be here by the end of the Switch generation. You're not even going to be here. My channel is going to be here. Not only am I going to be here, but I'm going to be doing well. Remember, this was back before I had 10,000 subscribers. I'm like, I'm not only going to be here, but I'm going to be doing okay. Because you know why I know that? Because I've been covering Nintendo for a long time. And believe it or not, I'm just not here to be blind fanboying on stuff. I legitimately come from an analytics background when it comes to business. Yeah, I messed up with the Wii U. I miscalculated that one. But by 2015, I was saying, hey, they need to pivot. They need to adjust. They need to find something new. You know? And that's what happened. Cyber Torse with the Jiao Jiao.
Hope everyone is having a good day so far.
Yes, sir.
Jumping back into some SMT5 tonight before the excitement of XCX and Assassin's Creed, both launching next week, takes up more of the time I don't have.
Yes. Shoutouts to Chrono Rig. Shoutouts to Videos. Shoutouts to Cyber Taurus. Let's go, baby. Thank you for the big $10 dono. And yeah, man. Yeah. I can't talk about Assassin's Creed, but yeah. I hope you enjoy the game. I hope you enjoy the game. Can't say too much, but I hope you enjoy it, man. Because yeah. So yeah. Let's see here. OJ, blink twice if AC Shadows is good. Listen, guys, I can't say anything right now, but here's what I can say. I've been playing the game, and I have not dropped the game yet. You know, if I'm playing it, yeah, I'm just saying I'm playing it, and I have not dropped it yet. But like I said, we'll see more when we're able to talk. We're able to talk about it in a little bit. So the game launches on the 20th, so we'll be able to talk about it maybe around that time. But I'm still playing. So yeah. Let's see here, boy. A lot of people were wrong about Switch. I'm glad I was able to pull out the great console here. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. OJ is believing Nintendo like crypto YouTubers on Bitcoin. Believing Nintendo like crypto YouTubers on Bitcoin. Listen, man, I knew that I was gonna be right because, like I said the main reason, and I had this thought before. A lot of people had this thought. I said the main reason why Wii U and 3DS didn't do as well is because Nintendo ran into resource problems. Nintendo had never had a generation where they had to make games at a PS2 level quality and an HD level quality. So a 7th/8th gen level quality and a 6-ish level quality. That's too much time in development. 3DS games no longer took, 5 months to make like DS games, or 6 months, or like 1 year. 3DS games started to take 2 years to make, maybe even 3 years to make. So Nintendo ran into a resource problem. Wii U games were taking 3-4 years, sometimes more, to make. So that was the problem, is that they ran into a resource problem with their manpower. So they couldn't get games out fast enough when it came to the Wii U, and the 3DS was obviously easier and faster to get games out, so they had to pump the money into the system that was actually selling. So that's where they ran into that problem more so than anything. They ran into that. With the Switch, you remove that problem. You have one system, all of your portable teams and your home console teams are all making games on one platform. So that's how I knew that it would be successful, because all I had to do was combine the Wii U and the 3DS numbers and say, hey, look, if you combine Wii U and 3DS, that's about 90 million. That was my logic. It wasn't a really like, oh my gosh, advanced level thinking. It was like, okay, well, two of Nintendo's worst selling systems, main selling systems for portable and home console, if you combine them together, they did almost 90 million. That's actually not bad if you look at it that way, right? So if there is no more two systems, and Nintendo already let us know in 2013 that they combined their home console and portable R&D, so we already knew that the next system was going to be a hybrid. Anybody that didn't know that or didn't factor that in is a moron. You know what I'm saying? That anybody that didn't, no, you're not a moron if you didn't factor that in. But if you want to call yourself like a pundit or whatever, and if you say, oh, well, I didn't know, well, that's because you didn't look. You didn't look, and you ignored people that said that, because everyone knew that covers Nintendo, or that is in. We all knew that Nintendo combined their home console and portable R&D. That was in 2013. That was 1 year after the Wii U, or not even a year, or that was into the very early into the Wii U's life. So we all knew that the next system was going to be some type of hybrid device. The Wii U was some type of hybrid device. It was kind of like a really crusty portable, right, at times. So we already knew that that's the way that they were going, you know? So all I did was just combine that. but people had a problem that I did that. They said, no, you can't do that. Oh, you're just a fanboy. Oh, you're just this. And I'm like, all right, well, we'll see. We will see. Yo, Corey McIntyre in the house. I don't have any thoughts on the 49ers or anything that they're going on right now. I don't have any thoughts. They'll be ready for the season when they come out. Greenlaw's always hurt. Do you think that we'll get more day and date third-party games with the next Switch? Also, how are you doing? I'm doing good, Corey McIntyre. Thank you for the $20. He's been a big supporter of the Spawncast. You've supported me a number of times, so I want to give a personalized shout out to Corey McIntyre. Thank you so much for your support, brother. I appreciate you just like everybody here. I appreciate everybody that's talking about games, and I appreciate you, Corey. Shout outs to my, we call them the Maple Syrup Boys over here. Shout outs to the Canadian Maple Syrup Boys up there, up north. Appreciate y'all. Don't worry about all the other stuff when it comes to America, okay? Most of us love you guys, all right? Don't worry about what other people are saying. We all love Canada, all right? I love Canada. So I just want to make sure that I throw that out there. I'm not one of those weirdo Americans. I do love Canada. So I want to say, Corey, thank you for your support. And yeah, absolutely, man. I think that we're going to see probably more day and date games on the Switch 2. I don't know how long it'll last past the first, number of years once we get into PS6 and Xbox, the next Xbox. But yeah, starting out, yes. Devontae to the Rams is a very good pickup for the Rams. That's a good pickup. That's a good pickup. Let's see here. Super Christian Me World. Okay, he's talking about that. I just found out that I got an extra week of vacation at work, so I may take the week off for Switch 2 drops. Definitely take that week off. Definitely take that week off, man. What are you talking about? About. LOL. Listen, I still buy my imported maple syrup. That's what I'm talking about. Your boy is not boycotting Canadian products, okay? I need my pure maple syrup. I don't put too much of it because that ish is expensive, but it comes in a big old glass jug and it's crystalline. It is the purest imported maple syrup. Can't put too much. That stuff is sweet, man. But and it's a lot of sugar. But I just drizzle a little bit on the pancakes, the protein pancakes in the morning. So I'm still doing my expensive maple syrup. When you spend $20 on a one maple syrup that's only about that big, that's how you know you love Canada. All right, so you paid for my maple syrup, and I appreciate you, Corey. Thank you for your support, though. I appreciate that. Big love to Corey with another $20 dono. And then Corey with another $10. Oh, my gosh, Corey coming through. Thank you so much, man. And he says, that's good stuff. It is good stuff. It is good stuff. We have this fake poutine as well. There is fake poutine. And listen, and I say fake as it's like corporate processed poutine, and it's not as good as what you guys serving up there. I still got to go up there and get the high quality real poutine from Canada. But for right now, I do have sometimes I'll have myself a protein pancake and the little fake poutine, Canadian style poutine. It's basically like fries with cheese and whatever on it. It's really good if you have the real quality stuff. But yeah, man, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's go. We out here. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your support. But yes, it's very good stuff, man. It's very, very, very good stuff. Shout out to my Canadian boys and girls up north. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Poutine fries are fire. Oh yeah, poutine fries are so good. Like I said, even like we have some restaurants here in Cali that will serve like Canadian style poutine fries. And it's okay. It's okay. But like I said, I've never had the authentic actual poutine fries, but when I've seen the ones that like Chupa talks about, I think Chupa showed a picture, I forgot who, it doesn't look as good as, it looks way better than the ones that we have here. Corey again with another 20. Oh my gosh, Corey passing up Jazzy Jefferson for the top spot. What, 70 on the board? Says only poutine is with cheese curds. Thank the French for that. Yes, that's true. That's true. The cheese curds one. Yes. Cheese curds. Sometimes here they serve it. It's like I said, they serve it with like chili or something on the side. I don't know if it's the same type of deal, I don't think it's exactly the same, but they say that it is. I don't think it is. I think it's definitely, that's why I said it's like fake. It's like fake poutine, Corey. It's not like the real poutine. It's like the fake one. It's like the fake one. But hey, it's what I can get. Real poutine is in Quebec. Oh yeah. I have to go. Like I said, we have an Elite Ninja Chupa that I want to go. I want to go up north anyway because Psycho Pie lives in Canada, Chupa lives in Canada, B Martin lives in Canada, obviously Corey lives in Canada. So I definitely want to go one of these days. I've never been there and I want to go. So I'm trying to get time to go one of these days. Maybe like a convention or something like that. I got to head over to Canada one of these days, man. Thank you so much, Corey McIntyre, with the 70 Canadian. We out here tonight. And also WG Productions with the 22 months of Ambu tier. Hey, yo. Let me get some Crown Royale now. Yo, the Crown Royale. Listen, I don't drink hard liquor anymore. I only drank hard liquor one time when, well, no, there was a time when I was in college, right? My first day in college, my first day when I checked with the Fresno State, and I had a little bit too much hard liquor to drink, and I mixed different ones. And man, I felt like my insides were rearranged. My intestines were over here, my heart went over here, my liver went over here, and I think since that day, I'm not sure if I've had a drop of hard liquor since that day. I mean, I might have had like one shot or two another time in college, but since that day in 2007, this was early September or August, I forgot. It was like the first week that we moved in, and I was just off to the side on the ground, like knocked out at this one place. And like I said, that one guy that I smacked, Greg, he actually carried me all the way back to my him and somebody else carried me all the way back to my dorm room that I had on campus. And I don't think I've ever had another shot since then. That was like 20 plus years ago now, or almost 20 years ago, going on 20 years ago. So I don't think I've ever had I haven't had any serious like shots since then. Like I said, maybe like one, but probably since 2010, since I graduated, I don't think I've had a drop of hard liquor since I graduated from college in 2010. So yeah. My days are over. Says, should have went to the hospital for that? Nah. When you're younger like that, your liver can take that. Yeah, not in today's day, yeah. But no, you just throw up. I just threw up a bunch of times. That was fine. I was fine the next day. I had a little bit of a hangover, but I was good. I think I went and worked out the next day. I requested Mario music in my original dono. Oh, okay, my bad. What Mario music do you want? Pardon me. Let me take a look at it. Mario. Okay, sorry about that, party man. Oh, Mario music. Got you. Okay, I'm gonna play a couple tracks for you, party man. Mario music. All right. Here we go. Also, Cyber Torch with the month Ambu tier says, my mom was born in Canada, my dad in the US. I have been trying to avoid any conversations with them about any of this. Yeah, I know, seriously. You just gotta just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Shout out to the party, man. Thank you for the 5 once again, or for the 10 total. Shout out to Cyber Torch. Thank you for the donos, man. Also, WG Productions with the $20 as well. Yo, WG Productions, thank you so much, man. What is going on? You guys are going ham tonight. I appreciate that. You know, your boys' videos aren't doing so well, so I appreciate you guys coming through today. Crown with some 7-Up, but only the special occasion. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Crown, like cold. Are both of them cold, or is one of them just cold? Like, because I know people drink shots like hot, or not hot, but like it's like room temperature, right? And I've always felt like that burns my freaking esophagus. I feel like this burns, man. Like, I'll take a Blue Moon with the orange way more. Like, I think that's way better than sitting there drinking shots. I've never been a shot person. Never been a shot person, WG. But yeah, I can see Crown Royal with some 7-Up. That sounds pretty good. That sounds both chilled. Okay, yeah. Chilled Crown Royal with some chilled 7-Up. That sounds like a good idea. I agree with that one. Shoutouts to Corey McIntyre once again. Thank you so much for the multiple donos. Shoutouts to WG Productions with the good drink selection, or suggestion, I should say, more like it. Let me make sure I got the JoJo's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, yeah, 11. Thank you guys so much. Plus the 5, so 16. We're at 16. Thank you guys for the JoJo's, because Jazzy did that that 50 as well. So thank you guys, man. Let's keep it rolling. Appreciate you guys. If you want to talk more about the competition between Switch, Nintendo, and Xbox and PlayStation, and the lack of people trying to give them their credit, let's go. Let's keep it rolling here, guys. I appreciate y'all. Let me continue on with the comments. If I missed your comment because of that flood of donos coming in, just keep on commenting. I will talk to you guys about it. Good night, Corey. Thank you for coming out to the stream, brother. I appreciate you once again. You guys give some love to Corey McIntyre. And yes, we did hit the limit breaker, so let's hit that limit breaker right now. At this point, let's go. Yes, sir. Bonus. Locked in. Yes, sir. Let's go. I got to get those bonus streams going for you guys. Is there something happening with Canada? Casual noob, we're not going to talk about it because it's politics. So we're going to just stay out of that. But yes, there's something going on with Canada. Craziest claim I heard about Nintendo Switch is failing because it's beating out Wii U. Wait a minute. Who said the Switch is failing because it's beating out the Wii U? What? That's crazy. You should do some video game retrospectives that might help with views. Video game retrospectives take a long time to do. So yeah, they're very good and they could help out with views, but I actually rather spend that time simply putting it into streaming and putting it into just making my videos that I do. But yes, I've thoroughly researched video game retrospectives, and yes, they are good for long-term views, but it's just something that I don't really feel like spending the amount of time and effort it takes to make a good retrospective. So I'd rather just do upcoming video games. Those usually do well. Once the Switch 2 comes out, the views will be a lot better. Right now, it's kind of like the calm before the storm, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, I'd rather put that time into streaming more, you know, getting our 3-hour, 4-hour streams and researching when it comes to edited videos that are more like 4 or 5 hour edits instead of like retrospectives that can take up to like a week, you know? So good retrospectives take a long time to make. You can be researching and doing them for research might take like a week, and then shooting and editing might take another week for a very good retrospective, even probably longer than that. Like, I finished the video game, he does big retrospectives on like multiple games. Those take him like sometimes months to do. So yeah, I'm good on that, but I will be doing, I got a buy now before rare. Finally, that one's coming. It's been 8 months since my last one, so going on a year. So new buy now before rare, I researched it, I looked up the games, I got 10 new games to go over, updates for that, so that's gonna be good. And pretty much all of my buy now before rare videos all do 20K plus. So I'll have a new video on that. But yeah, I'm not complaining, guys. My views are good. They're not great, but they're not bad. And I'm thankful for every view that I get. I don't want to make it seem that my views are so terrible to the point where I'm not making anything on my views. So yeah, let me just make sure I be careful when I say stuff like that. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, for real. Johnny with the $1.99 says, let's celebrate their 5th super on a live stream. Thank you for the 5th super. Appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Mr. Johnny. And we are going. It didn't. Aww. It didn't play. At least when I wanted it to. That's unfortunate. My combo breaker is not working. Or my what's it called? Even further beyond. There we go. Even further beyond. There we go. Now it works. Thank you so much, Johnny, with the $1.99. OJ, would you look just like my chats? OJ, would you just look at my chats when you get a chance? Okay, let me take a look. Channel activity. Let me see what you said. I don't like when everyone else ignores my chats and focuses on everything else. Just beware that crypto scams are occurring on YouTube and took down Dr. Polaris's pathology channel. I suggest use caution on your channel. Yeah, crypto scams. Thank you, Jared. Sorry that I was ignoring your chats. I wasn't trying to ignore them. Yeah, there are a lot of scams, and usually the scams happen from fake sponsors, right? So that's usually what happens, is that they'll send you, hey, we want to sponsor your channel. Check out our video or check out our link. And then you say, wow, cool, sponsorship. And then you click on it, and then boom, before you even know, it siphons your data, it siphons everything, and you're all of a sudden out of luck, right? That's what happens. So yes, I'm very careful. And honestly, I've had so many sponsors reach out to me, but I don't even know who's real or not. So I don't even do them. Like, unless it's Nintendo, or unless it's like Sega, or unless it's Square Enix, or unless it's like somebody that I know for real, I'm like not even doing sponsorships. But I have sponsor offers all the time. But they just look so fake. A lot of the other ones that aren't Nintendo, Sega, Square Enix, or like an actual publisher, they look so fake. So I don't even click on them. I just delete the message, you know? So yeah. Let's see here. I feel like you're hurting my feelings. No, I'm not trying to, man. A lot of gaming documentaries like Metroid Prime, Kirby, and Mother series. Yes, I do too. I love gaming documentaries. I just don't know if I'd be a good documentarian, you know? I don't know if I'd be good at that. How do I feel about bratwurst? I don't eat hot dogs. I don't eat bratwurst. I don't eat sausages. I don't eat any of that stuff. So, yeah. I mean, bratwurst, like, it looks really good, though. Like, when I see, like, a really good bratwurst, like, it looks good. But, like, I was raised on that. My mom would buy hot dogs. But I personally don't buy them. I don't eat them. Just because I don't know. I just don't eat them. You know? But yeah, if I ever go to like somewhere and they have like a good bratwurst, I'll definitely try it out. But yeah, I don't eat them. General Zamora with the $2. Hey, General Zamora, appreciate you. Thank you for the $2. Let's keep up the good work, OJ. Thank you so much, man. Got another Mario Kart god over here, General Zamora. Pretty good at Mario Kart. So it's good to have him in the village. Thank you for your support, brother. Appreciate you. No wieners. Yeah. No hot dogs, no wieners, no schnitzels, no bratwurst for me. I just don't. My wife, she does like sometimes buy that and like make like the hot dog stuff. She likes that. Yeah, I'm not much of a hot dog person or bratwurst person at all or anything like that. Yeah, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I'm just more of like a pretty much like steak, lean chicken, beef, you know, ground turkey, ham. I'm more of the lean meats type of person, you know, just because I'm trying to get the 6-pack back. I'm on the high protein lean meats diet. So yeah, man. So the nitrates in hot dogs are bad for you. Yeah, hot dogs are just never, you know, hot dogs aren't really that great for you either. So yeah, I'd rather go with like the lean meats and stuff. But yeah, it's all good. No hate against people who do like hot dogs. If you like hot dogs or bratwurst and all that, hell yeah, man, eat. You know, I'm not here to backseat eat people either. You know, so feel free to eat what you want. You know, so yeah. Let's see. Hearing some rumors of Switch 2 will launch May 15th. That's a good guess. May 15th or the 22nd is likely. The Switch 2 isn't launching May. No, that's not true. And the reason why the Switch 2 isn't launching in May is because there's no way that Nintendo is going to be launch the Switch 2 while they're still doing the Nintendo Switch 2 experience in a lot of places, or they're not going to launch it when they only had barely a month after the Switch 2 Direct. I don't think that's enough time for logistics wise. So I think that nobody knows when it's going to launch at this point, except for the very, very, very few. But I think it's going to be more of a June. I don't think it's going to be May. But I mean, you know, who knows? But yeah, I don't think it's going to be May. I think it's going to be June. At the earliest, June. Charlie says, thanks for making the drive home interesting, bro. Hey, no problem. Thank you for watching. Let's see here. Adele's chicken and apple sausages goes for into some of them look like hot dogs anymore. Okay, yeah. Need to order the Satisfy Switch 2 grips. I'm sure they'll be hard to get. Yeah, I already ordered mine, I think. Did I put it in a pre-order? I don't remember. I might have, but I don't remember. What's your favorite source of protein? Mine is toss it between salmon, steak, and grilled chicken. Yeah, grilled chicken is a pretty good source of protein, but I've been taking this organic protein, where 2 scoops gets me 150 calories and like 32% of what I need daily value. I forgot how many grams, but yeah, I usually put 4 scoops, put it into a blender with berries, a banana, and spinach, and then I just drink it. I just down it after my workouts. So and I have 2 of those per day. So that's probably my favorite source. But yeah, I also get it from lean chicken. That's my, you know, another good source. And also, I like yogurt, like the Light and Fit yogurt. That has like 12 grams per, like the little cup. So I like to snack on those too. So yeah. Pea protein? I don't have any pea protein. Speaking of my liver, health checkup result from military school came out, and yikes, my liver SGPT is off the limit. Made me a bit worried. I never drank or smoked weird. So then what's wrong with your liver? That's crazy. Well, let the doctors take care of it. You'll be okay, Minato Mario. My brother is on YouTube and he's new to making vids, have 400 subs, gets like 200 views on his vids. The random video got 50k views. YouTube is weird. Yeah. What was this video that got 50k? What was the name of the video? But yeah, YouTube, it can, sometimes your videos can just blow up, you know, algorithm can blow the video up, you know. Diet Coke chocolate protein cake. Wow. I've never had a Diet Coke chocolate protein cake. Now, I've had a Diet Coke protein, like, smoothie. I've used Diet Coke or Diet Coke Zero for a smoothie before, but I've never used it for a cake. Interesting. Yeah, Greek yogurt. Had that earlier. I get Chobani. It's like 16. Dude, that Chobani tastes like processed trash. Just the other, like, do you like the Chobani that I bought, dude? It tastes disgusting. Do you really like that? Because it didn't taste like fruit. It tastes like somebody made fruit in a warehouse or in a lab and said, okay, here is a synthetic fruit. Do you actually like that? Okay, I mean, listen, if you like it, you like it. But man, the Chobani tastes like trash, dude. I thought the Light and Fit, because it actually like has like, you mix it. It has like the white yogurt, and then underneath it is the actual like fruit that tastes like fruit, and then you mix it. Whereas the Chobani, it's just already like pink for strawberry or blue for blueberry. Dude, it tastes disgusting. But if you like it, that's cool. But man, I tried it, man, and I'm like, oh, this is nasty. So yeah, the Chobani fruit don't taste that good. It tastes so fake. It tastes so fake. Like the Light and Fit is so much better. Like the Dannon Light and Fit yogurt is just so much better because it tastes like actual yogurt and fruit. It does, but I usually get unsweetened without the fruit. Then I add my own organic fruit and some raw honey. Okay, there you go. That's how you make it actually taste like actual real food. You get unsweetened, and then you add your own fruit. Okay. That makes sense. I don't know how they push. I don't know how people buy that crap, man. Like, without doing what just another artist did. I've seen people eat Chobani just straight up, and I'm like, how? I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, not to be a doctor, but your liver and kidneys need detox. Monado Mario do lemon peel, ginger, cinnamon sticks, cayenne pepper, natural herbs. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Light and Fit strawberry cheesecake for the win. Yeah, you know, I have not had the strawberry cheesecake one, WG, but it looks good. But I don't like cheesecake, but it does look good. I usually get the strawberry. I just get, or I get blueberry. Those are the two that I get, strawberry or blueberry. I actually had one. I had one today. I think before my workout. Phage yogurt is pretty good. I switched that last year. I have not heard of that one. I'll have to see if it. I don't think I've seen that at Walmart. They don't have that one. Chobani is synthetic. Yeah, it seems like it's like Terminator T-1000. One. So Fanye? Is that what it's called? Fanye? Fanya? I don't know. I've never heard of it. This is the first time that I've ever heard of it. So yeah, man. First time that I've ever heard of it. Let's go, though. Shout out to you guys coming out to the stream. Appreciate all of you guys. Make sure you hit that like button if you have not hit that like button. Happy Mario Day. Happy Mario Day. I hope all of you guys are having a great day today on Mario Day, if you even care. But we're only at 84 likes. That is a good amount of likes. I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. If Party Man walks in, no, I'm joking. We need 100 likes, guys. We need 100 likes. So hit that like button. Hit that like button and let's go. I'm off spinach and strawberries. Ooh, spinach and strawberries is very, 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 very good. That's what my protein shakes are made out of. Like, I do triple berry medley for my antioxidants. You need the antioxidants for the blood flow and all that. So yeah, man, I do the triple berry medley with banana and spinach mixed in. Oh, you passed kidney stones. Ouchie, I'm sorry, Neil Blitz. Kidney stones are terrible. So I'm really sorry that you actually had to go through that, but at least you're good, right? You're good. So you got to change the diet, right? Like that's how the kidney stones happen, is the diet. So yeah, make sure that you stick to that good diet that the doctor told you, as well. So yeah, WG Productions with the $20. Party rhymes deserve the 20. LOL, yes sir. Hey, we out here. We working for it, brother. Trust me. I'm always thinking of different ways to keep you guys entertained. Let's go. Thank you so much, and let's keep on going. Yes sir. 16. Oh, it's JoJo Monday in the house. Let's go. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Like I said, it does help keep the village going. And remember, if you drop a dono and you have a music suggestion, let me know what music you want. If you drop a dono, or if you become a member, ! member, all lowercase. We'd love to have new Elite Ninjas in when we have our Mario Kart gameplay and tournaments. And Mario Kart, the next Mario Kart's coming out, so you're definitely gonna want to join up. So yeah, thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate it. Let's go. Just WG. If you want some music, let me know. I've just been playing upbeat Mario music to cure your depression. That's literally the name of the video. Upbeat Mario music to cure your depression. So We all go through a little bit of depression every now and then. So it's good to have some upbeat music to help us cure that, right? So if you want some music and you drop a dono, let me know. Shout out to Chalice DJ. What's up, man? Welcome. Bro, I just bought Chobani yogurt. Why? Why? Please buy something else. If you're used to Chobani yogurt, try Dannon Light and Fit. Try Light and Fit, and I'm telling you, or even try the Oinkos or Oinyo. I don't know how to say it. It's like the one that starts with O and it has like the triple zeros. It comes like in a black, all black container that has like all zero, like yeah, Oikos or whatever it's called. Even try that. I used to do that, and then I moved over to Light and Fit. I'm telling you, those are way better than Chobani, and they give you just as much protein. I think maybe Chobani has a little bit more, but I know the Dannon and the Oig whatever one, that one has a lot of protein too. So yeah, man. Chobani's so disgusting. Unless you do what Just Another Artist did and get your own. He puts real organic honey. This man's out here, you know, hitting beehives and collecting honeycombs. This man's out here growing organic fruits and vegetables in his backyard. So unless you do stuff like that, that yogurt's gonna taste like trash. My wife has been making a homemade yogurt. Ooh, homemade yogurt. So what's the process for that? Yo, Cyber Taurus with another Joe. Let's go.
My Mar 10 working, which looked way more exciting than what Nintendo actually did to celebrate.
Yeah, you know, and the funny thing is that people were trying to say, "Oh well, Nintendo." There's some people online. Nintendo is definitely gonna do a Mario 10 Day. We're gonna see new actors or the Mario movie. I'm like, no, do not listen, guys. Do not expect anything. Activity is good, but that's like it tastes kind of like for like old people. But yeah, Activia is good. People always think that Nintendo ain't doing nothing for Mario Day. They're not doing anything for Mario Day, bro. They ain't doing anything for Mario Day. They ain't doing nothing. They're not. It's just to sell their old games, their old Mario games. It ain't to really do anything, and people don't realize that yet. Shout outs to Cyber Taurus, and thank you, Cyber Taurus, for using Streamlabs as well. I appreciate that. I get a little bit better cut if you use Streamlabs, so thank you so much for using Streamlabs, Cyber Taurus. I do appreciate that. Don't want to let that go. But once again, beggars cannot be choosers, so I don't mind. Anything that I get, it's a blessing, and I'm lucky. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate anything. But thank you so much, Cyber Taurus, for using Streamlabs as well, man. I appreciate that. 19 on the combo break. JoJo's. Let's go even. Double platinum coming up tonight. We're only 49 away. Let's go. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's see here. This really scares me how bad they're going to ignore Zelda's 40th next year. You know what? I think that they're going to have something for Zelda's 40th. I think that they're going to have something just because they haven't done anything in a while. So I think they're going to have something for Zelda 40th, but we'll see. But Mario's 40th anniversary isn't Mario Day. Mario's 40th anniversary, Mario's 40th anniversary or whatever, or Mario's anniversary, or it's like the 35th or whatever Mario's at this point. It's not till September. So it's not till September. So the anniversary isn't till later in the year. So we might, listen, we're going to get new Mario games announced in less than 3 weeks, in about 3 weeks. So we're going to have a new Mario game. So while they didn't do anything today, that's fine. Because April 2nd, there's going to be multiple Mario stuff shown. We're probably going to see the next 3D Mario game. We're going to see the next big Mario Kart. And we're probably going to see something else. So I don't mind, because it's coming. Shout outs to Super Christian people with the dollar donuts. I actually did that Mario 10-day prediction video. Oh, I quickly scrapped it. Hey, bro, and when you scrapped it, this music was playing. This was your ass when you were doing that, when you saw that nothing happened. This damn Mario 2 music. That's the music that was playing, Christian. How can you think that there's anything that's gonna happen, bro? Nintendo does nothing. Don't ever predict anything. for Mario 10 Day. Yeah, Mario 10 Day predictions are just silly. I saw people do videos and I'm like, you guys are just cruising for a bruising. You know, cruising for a bruising. You know, it's gonna be nothing. Notice how literally 0 Mario 10 Day videos from me. I had one stream where I said, hey guys, Mario 10 Day is coming up. Go back and watch it. It's titled Mario 10 Day with other stuff. And I did not for 1 second hype up Mario 10 Day. Because listen, they don't ever do anything. They don't schedule their games around Mario 10 Day. It's just all Mario 10 Day is a gimmick to get people to buy Mario games. That's it. It's branding. It's commercialized. It's the first thing that you learn in communication class for any Fortune 500 or multi-million, multi-billion dollar business. Have days that are just about things that you sell, that you can gimmick, put into it. March 10th kind of looks like Mario spelled out. That's it. There ain't no damn real attachment to it. It is a marketing thing, which is fine. Nintendo of America is a marketing hand, you know? But we can't be falling for like The Last of Us Part 2 days and stuff. It's like, what they did like a mug. They did like a mug one year. Like, hey, buy a $40 mug from us. Like, so it's like, guys, it's a marketing thing, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The announcements will come at the presentations. That's when the Mario announcements come. That's when we get the cool Mario stuff, is at the presentations, because that's when it matters. Mario 10 Day does not matter. What matters is the Nintendo Switch 2 presentation. What matters is the Nintendo Directs. Those matter. Those matter. So yeah. This is last year Mario 10, Nintendo announced the Mario movie sequel or release dates. We already knew the Mario movie was coming. We already knew that. That was not a big announcement. They already announced Paper Mario, 1,000 Year Door, and Luigi's Mansion 2. They already announced those. Okay, the release date. So what? We already knew they were coming. That's not anything super hype. I mean, that's okay, but it ain't anything crazy. And once again, that was last year. This year, we have the Nintendo Switch 2. So they're not going to announce any release dates and things with the Nintendo Switch 2 right around the corner. It's not something to where it's like, oh, just because they did this last year, that means they're going to do it this year. You got to look at the circumstances surrounding it. Last year, what was there last year? There was just those games. They already announced those games. So, okay, cool. We can announce it. But this year, it's going to be all about the Nintendo Switch 2. So, yeah, they're not going to have announcements for what? Games that they haven't announced anything. We didn't have any games that are previously announced that we have no release dates that are from the Mario universe. So what games are they going to announce? Outside of, like, there's the Mario Kart game, but that's going to be at the Nintendo Switch 2 presentation. So I see what you're saying for sure, but it's a year-to-year thing. Like, they don't ever do anything super crazy. Now, if they would have announced Paper Mario, the 1,000 Year Door, and if they would have announced Luigi's Mansion 2 at Mario 10 Day, then okay. I see what you're saying, you know? I see what you're saying. So, hey, what's up, Mr. Davis? Welcome. Fun fact, I came up with the Mario 10 Day in order to get people to buy Mario even more. Yeah, that was you, party man. That was your idea. Let's see here. What up, OJ? How you I'm doing good, Mr. Davis. Nintendo stock and stock trading downwards. Yeah, I wouldn't really worry too much about the whole tariff situation. Let's wait till it actually comes out, and then we'll see from there. Let's see here. What's up, OJ? How you doing today? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, nobody really cares. Like, it's not something it's not that big of a deal. It'll recover. It'll go back up. You know, it doesn't matter. Like I said, once we actually get the system out, then we'll see if there's any effect. Then we can kind of go from there. But for right now, there's no point. Do you think Switch 2 500 is possible? Is it possible? Sure. But is it going to happen? No. I mean, anything's possible. But no, it's probably not going to be 500. No. I feel terrible after losing so many great Niners today. Losing so many great Niners today? Who were the great Niners that they lost? Who? But what if? I already answered your question. I'm not here to say, but what if? There is no but what. It might not. Like, like I said, once we get there, then we'll talk about it. But we're not there yet. So I'm not gonna make my whole stream about what if it's 500. What's the point of doing that? Just wait. Dre Greenlaw, he's never healthy. Dre Greenlaw's never healthy. Talanoa Hufanga, he's also never healthy. Javarius Ward, he needs a new scenery, and we got two other players that are just as good, if not better, with Renardo Green and with Diamador Lenore. So Aaron Banks, he's very replaceable. He's not that great, and the Packers overpaid for him. Like, they overpaid. Was that Aaron Banks that they gave $80-something million for? He can be replaced. Dominic Pooney's a rookie playing better than him. They can get another one. Kyle Juszczyk, once again, replaceable. He's a guy that should have never even been playing as much as he did. Those are not great. Those are just okay. Those are okay players. But a lot of them, the really good ones, which would be Dre Greenlaw and Hufanga, those two are always hurt. Elijah Mitchell is always hurt. Like, you're naming a bunch of guys that are always hurt. You're naming guys, they're truly great. And Elijah Mitchell was not a truly great 49ers player. He's okay. And they already have, They already replaced him with, with Isaac Guerrero. He's literally the same guy. 4'3", 40 speed, about 6 foot tall. So they already replaced him. Elijah Mitchell's always hurt. So what's the point? What do you hurt for? I don't get it. I don't think people realize that Mario Day only works for the U.S. American date. Everything else is March 10th. So Mario fan social. Yeah, exactly. We have a gap at linebacker. That's what the draft is for. They got a ton of picks. Draft. Draft. That's what your picks are for. You're supposed to retool in the draft. There's plenty of linebackers that they can pick up in the draft. Dre Greenlaw's great, but he's always hurt. You can't be great if you're always hurt. I love Dre Greenlaw. He's fantastic, but he's always hurt. They got to find somebody that can maybe play at about 75 to 80% of what Dre Greenlaw can play, but is actually available. Once again, Hufanga, great, but bad in pass coverage and is always hurt. Javarius Ward, once again, I wish him the best. He had a situation with his daughter, but this last year was not very good for him. He got burnt and beat many, many times. Green and Diamador are better. Aaron Banks, once again, is very replaceable. They're not going to pay him all that. And Kyle Juszczyk, once again, Kyle Juszczyk shouldn't even be on the field. To keep it a buck, man, he really shouldn't even be on the field. Like, as much as he was. We should be splitting out Kittle. And they just got that new guy in from the Jacksonville Jaguars, who's the second best pass blocking tight end. So now we don't have to sit there and have Kittle pass block all day and run block all day. They got someone that's just as good as Kittle in run blocking. So now Kittle can actually play receiver. So yeah, Rams gonna steamroll the division. I doubt it. Switch 2 500 isn't much, but it's got to be cheaper than the PS5 and X whatever. Yeah, the Switch 2 is going to be $400. It's not going to be $500. So I did cop SMT5 Vengeance Steel Case for $24. Happy Mario 10 Day. That is a great pickup. That's a great pickup. SMT5 is so good. Vengeance is so good. So good. I don't think people realize. But yeah, shout out to Scarlet Vixen. How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. It's a lot better than what Jerry's doing in Dallas. Nothing. But it's all good, man. It's all good. Those are good 49ers. They're okay 49ers players, but they're not anybody that you can't replace through the draft or through free agency or through good coaching. Listen. The Chiefs lost literally one of the best receivers of all time. And multiple other players. And they still won Super Bowls afterwards. Javarius Ward used to be on the Chiefs. And they still won Super Bowls after Javarius Ward left. They still won Super Bowls after what's it called? There's a receiver that's on the Dolphins now. You guys know who he is, that guy. So Cheetah, there you go. Yeah, the Cheetah. So yeah, it's no big deal. Draft. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Nintendo Game Dude? Let's see here. Damn, the countdown feels like it's the biggest thing around. People who aren't gamers but bought a Switch know about it. Cool to see the hype extend so far. Yes, it's really good to see the hype for Switch 2 because one of the biggest things about the Switch 2 generation, or at least the Switch 1 going to Switch 2, is that there's continuity. Like, I talked about this in my video today. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But I talked about why I think that the Nintendo Switch 2 could be Nintendo's best system of all time. Best system yet. Because of that continuity, because they are going from one thing to the next, and they're going to be bringing over a lot of the stuff. They know the formula that wins Tyreek Hill. There you go, Tyreek Hill. The formula. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure you check it out. I think it's a good video. So absolutely. Jerry paid a lot for Dak. He did. He did pay a lot for Dak. He did. That's the going rate for quarterbacks now, man. A lot of quarterbacks, if you're at the top of the game, you're going to make, $50 million plus. I think Dak makes 60. So you're going to make a lot of money if you can know how to throw a football. Well, at least. Let's see here. The fact that Josh Allen is getting less than Dak is insane. Well, technically, he's not getting less than Dak, because Dak's guaranteed money is not as high as Josh Allen's guaranteed money. So, while yes, Dak is getting a more, average per year. Yes, that is true. But Josh Allen has the highest ever guarantee. So, Josh Allen could break, knock on wood, but Josh Allen could suffer a career-ending injury, and he will get every single penny of that. I think it's 230 or 250 million. I forgot how much it's guaranteed, but it's the guarantees that's important. Not necessarily the per year, but the guarantee that's important, because teams can do all sorts of stuff. They can trade you, they can cut you, they can do all sorts of stuff. So the important thing in it is the guarantee. And it also gives the Buffalo Bills a bit more flexibility, shaving off that $5 per year. I mean, Josh Allen's already super rich. So he's going to be in Buffalo for his career. So there's no point in taking $60 million per. Why? That $5 million is just fodder at this point. It doesn't help your team. So taking 55 and then just guaranteeing it and then signing a 6-year on top of that, that is the smart move for the team and for him, because he's not going to have success unless he has some people around him. So I think that saved them. Obviously, that saved them over 6 years, $5 million off the top. You're looking at that. That's $30 million. It's pretty good savings. They can sign some other people with that money saved, and that's going to help him out, which they've been signing a ton of people. Like Bills have been signing their guys to big deals, so makes sense. I remember when the SNES dropped. It was all I wanted for Christmas. Waiting for the Switch 2 almost feels like that again. I'm super hyped about April 2nd. Yes, the hype is real, man. The hype is real with the Nintendo Switch 2. It really is. So yeah, who is burning grass recreationally, saying Nintendo isn't in the race? People online, people on my Twitter account. So I extended the olive branch, shout outs to Abaddon, for them to come here and debate and discuss it. But I don't think any of them showed up, of course. So yeah, Kojima should do a movie instead of making video games. He is doing a movie. He does have a movie studio production that's going to be happening. He does. He's going to do both. So yeah. But he is doing a movie. Jamar Chase about to get the bag soon. Yeah, he's about to get it. The Bengals are just kind of like a dookie organization, though. They just lucked into Jamar Chase and lucked into Joe Burrow. So yeah, it's all good. If you guys are hyped for Switch 2, what are you most excited for? Let me know in the chat. Ace Norm is gonna go watch the video and then come back. So yeah, it's only it's an 18-minute video, so it's not a short video. But yeah. There's a lot of Arthur Fist memes out there hating just to hate. Yeah, the Arthur Fist definitely needs to come back. We need to bring back the Arthur Fist. I agree. By the time that they release everything that can run on Switch 2, the Xbox Series, and PS5 will start picking up steam. Listen, we got the PS6 coming up. So, did you guys know that there's new reports of the next Xbox? There's new reports of the next Xbox, guys. Believe it or not, I know it's crazy. But yes, reports of the new Xbox. Yo, WG Productions with another $20 holla. Hey, let's go. Thank you so much, WG Productions. Thank you for dropping some dollar bills on the stream today, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. 172. We're getting very close, boys and girls. Getting very close to that double platinum limit break. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. WG 21 on the JoJo board. Let's go. It says, in other words, they are Twitter console cultists. I think some just don't understand the video game industry. Some just don't understand it, And that's fine. I'm here to help, New Fire Emblem 18. I need to make a video on Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem. You guys love Fire Emblem. The algorithm loves Fire Emblem. I need to make another Fire Emblem video soon. I think I might want to do weekly Fire Emblem videos. So Fire Emblem 18, what they need to do for the next Fire Emblem game, that's definitely a video that I'm going to make. What remakes we should get up next for Fire Emblem after Fire Emblem 4 remake, that's a video that I want to do. Just other videos too, like favorite characters. I want to do more Fire Emblem stuff because Fire Emblem does really well on this channel. Like it does really, really, really well. So yeah, more Fire Emblem videos. And I always get like a ton of new subs whenever I do Fire Emblem content. Like my last Fire Emblem video is doing good. It's still getting views. It's already over 13K and it's still getting more and more views. And like people are like subscribing. I got like 40 plus new subs from that video. So people are definitely subbing as well. I got 48 new subs from that and over 14,000 views. And it's, like I said, it's rising. I did this video days ago. So yeah, more Fire Emblem videos are coming. And yes, I want to talk about new Fire Emblem 18. I want to talk about that. I will write down, I will put some thoughts together, and we will talk about the new Fire Emblem 18 game at some point for sure. I think the next Fire Emblem video that I want to do though is like the Fire Emblem Awakening remake, like how that needs to work, and the Fire Emblem and how they need to bring back like Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Like I talked about it briefly in my recent Fire Emblem video, but I want to kind of delve into that, like what remakes need to come, because like obviously the resources aren't going to be there to remake every single Fire Emblem. Like the resources just aren't going to be there, or it's going to take way too long. Look how long they've taken just to get the Fire Emblem 4 remake. So I'm guessing that they're going to have to skip some, maybe NSO some of them, and then skip some. So what Fire Emblem games do we really need the remakes for? Like which ones, you know? Hey, what's up, Wild Shorty? Welcome to the stream. The sub backing recently has got me laughing at every video when you segue into it. Listen, it's not begging if you segue very nicely into it. And the segues work. My sub counts, my subscribers per video have been going up a lot more than when the segues don't happen. So the segues, they just roll off the tongue and people just, they give me credit for creativity. So yeah. What are you playing AC on? PS5? Yes, I'm playing on PS5. I don't see how PC is going to help their case. Game Pass ain't growing. What do you mean by that, Paul? New Zelda and some new Nintendo IPs. I feel like Nintendo is going to cook with Switch 2. I think we're going to see some new Nintendo IPs. I think we're going to see at least an IP or two. I'm excited for Nintendo brings. Nintendo's the only company who left, who seems to care about the original games. We get remasters and deluxe in between the new games. Yeah, I think they're the only company that can still sell, that still has their legacy IPs that still sell like crazy. Like Microsoft and Sony, all of their legacy IPs no longer sell like that, with the exception like God of War, if you're gonna call that a legacy IP. That's the PS2 era, yeah. But like when it comes to Xbox, I mean like Halo is their legacy IP, but they turned that into a free-to-play shooter, so whatever. But yeah.
What I'm excited for in the Switch 2 is a better eShop. I haven't been in that jungle for months. Music choice: Wave Race 64 Dolphin Park.
Here's the pro tip. The pro tip is go on the PC. Go on the PC or go on the cell phone, and it's a significantly better experience. And you can download it straight to your console. That's the pro tip that I always give. But yes, they need to have a better eShop experience through the system as well. I agree. 100% agree. But it might be just as bad. You never know. Because they have to house all the Switch 1 stuff too, right? Yeah, they have to find out. Okay. So yeah, we will see. We'll see. Shout outs though. Let me get some more music going here. And yes, that is the new Xbox rumor, that it's a PC with the Xbox UI. Yes, the games are all that stuff that they purchased. Those are the games. Wave Race, Wave Race 64. Wave Race 6. Thank you so much, Criosa Bomb, with the $3 dono. Wave Race 64. And you want Dolphin Park. All right. They have to carry over all the hentai games. Yes. Segue you should do. The Switch hype is crazy, but you know what Switch I need right now? I need you to switch that button to subscribe. Yeah, that's a good one. I'll definitely try to think of new ways. Usually how I do the segues is whatever word I said last when it comes to when I finish out my first topic around the 4-minute mark or so, is that I will use that word again into the segue. So that is that's I don't have them written down. Like all I do is just say, oh, whatever word that I said. I try to use like a expressive word like, or this is awesome, or, you know, you should do this, like, oh no, we're going to get this, but then I try to segue that and like just use the same word to segue into it. So I don't write them down though. Like I don't write down my segues before I start. Like I have a general list of things that I want to talk about on like a notepad, but then like I just segue into what I said last after like my first topic. So but what topic you haven't discussed? The topic of subscribing to this channel. But what topic you haven't discussed is the topic of subscribing to this channel. We've discussed that already. We've discussed that. What's up, Shane? Says, do you think Nintendo Switch 2 consoles mimicking PS4 or PS4 Pro power? It's not really going to be comparable. It's not mimicking any of that. It's a ARM architecture first and foremost, so it's not going to be comparable. And second of all, it's going to have DLSS, which PS4 Pro and PS4 don't have. So you can't really say it's mimicking any of that. It's its own thing, just like the Switch doesn't mimic PS3 360 or PS4 Xbox One. It's new technology. It's not new in terms of like new technology that we haven't seen before in technology space, but it's new technology as in like those systems don't have DLSS. Those systems are PowerPC. This is ARM. Those write code completely differently in terms of, not completely, but differently in terms of how you write code for it. The energy efficiency, how much, you know, memory bandwidth and how much power it has or RAM operates differently than what those systems have. So it's not a one-to-one comparison. So when people try to compare it to PS4 or PS4 Pro or anything like that, it's really a moot comparison. Like I said, just like the Switch is a moot comparison to PS3 or 360, it's definitely much better than those. But then it's also not quite comparable to the Xbox One and PS4. So we have to wait and see. Once the system comes out, once we start seeing games, that's when you'll be able to tell. You know, teardowns happen, then we can go from there. But no, it's not mimicking anything. Let's see, not a Nintendo IP, but would love to see Final Fantasy IX Remake show up. Yeah, absolutely. No, Final Fantasy IX would be great. I mean, it's been rumored for quite some time now, so I think it's happening. You know what we need to discuss for you guys is to hit that subscribe button. Yes, we need to discuss you guys all hitting that subscribe button. If you have not hit that subscribe button yet, hit that subscribe button, and you get a notification. You get a nice little pop-up. So, for example, if you subscribe, you know, you get a nice little pop-up. Who subscribed this stream? There's somebody that did subscribe. Okay, yeah, videos 207. He subscribed. So you get this. See, look at that nice little pop-up for the fourth Hokage. So, so it's nice. It's nice to subscribe. So let's do that. I was worried about the Switch 2 screen not being OLED, but I tried to Portal, which has LCD and damn looks super clean. Yeah, like the LCDs, the newer LCDs are a lot better than the older LCDs. Like LCD's still not as good as OLED, but yeah, the PS Portal LCD is super nice. Like I can barely tell the difference between it. Like for example, like Star Ocean: The Second Story. Like I have that on my PS Portal, and I was comparing that to my OLED, and like OLED looks a little bit better, but like not by like a drastic amount. So like yeah, the newer LCD technology is very good. Because they've mastered it at this point. Do you think Mario Kart 9 and new 3D Mario is enough for Nintendo to show on April 2nd? No, they're going to have more than that. It's going to be just more than those two. So, no, it's not enough because they need to show more than that. So, yeah, there'll be more. There'll be more. Let's see here. Very excited for Switch 2. The Switch was my favorite console of all time. Yo, what's up, Big Gaming 64? I'm glad that you showed up here. I appreciate you. Once again, shout outs to you, man. Hopefully everything's good on your neck of the woods, your channel. But yeah, man, like Switch is definitely one of my favorite systems of all time, if not my favorite as well. So definitely, it's cool to see them, you know, go off of the next thing. So yeah, hey, what's up, Huddy? I think it's outdated. I personally think with how dated the PS5 and Xbox tech is that they're eager to get the next generation out and take advantage of things like FSR4 and better CPU IPC. I think so. I think that's definitely part of it. Because I think that they feel that their games need that power in order to really sell to people. And I think that's the problem. I think Microsoft is definitely desperate to leave behind the Xbox Series systems. Just because they're very good. Xbox Series X is a very good system. But Xbox Series S, the fact that that is, you know, it's all digital. It's a good system. It's not bad, but it's not selling enough for people to warrant really prioritizing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think it's become an albatross. Now, if the system sold really well, then it's different, right? Because if you have a sales number, like an actual base behind it, then it's worth supporting. But the Xbox Series is sold so bad, it's like, this is barely worth supporting. So it's better to just move on, you know? And so, thanks for answering my questions. I've been enjoying Suikoden 1 and 2 Remastered on the Switch OLED and my PS5. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Shout outs. Glad that you're enjoying it. You think Metaphor Fantasio is going to be on Switch 2? Yes, Cammy. We've already discussed this multiple times. Check out my videos of like leaked Nintendo Switch 2 games. I have a video that goes over all the Nintendo's, like all the leaked, rumored games. Metaphor has been rumored, leaked, whatever, months. I think last year it was. So yeah, that's happening. Let's see. They're gonna sell me on Switch 2 and then sell Switch 2 OLED with the smaller bezel in 2 years. Probably 3 to 4 years, but yeah, they're definitely gonna. Yes, that will happen. I'm not gonna say that's not gonna happen. That's probably gonna happen. Let's see here. I get it through that there's a chance that we might get included tech demo game. Maybe. Ice Sizzle with the $5.
Thank you for the live streams.
No, Ice Sizzle, thank you for sizzling ice bacon action. I thank you for that. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. And we're going. Going on only 20 away from that double platinum. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button yet, hit that like button. Let them know that we are streaming. Thank you guys so much, though. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being awesome as well. Appreciate y'all. Let's go. 180 on the board. We are killing it. No problem, Cammy White. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Shout outs to Cammy White. Next gen portable Xbox about to be a ROG Ally wannabe. Yeah, it actually is. Yeah, it's gonna be a ROG Ally or like a Steam Deck. It's gonna be something like that. Yes, that is true. They're going to have to do something, right? Like with it, it's definitely going to be something like that. So yeah, I can see it doing that. Yeah. Which I guess wouldn't necessarily be like the worst thing in the world, right? Like if it is that, it's not the worst thing, but yeah. I use X-Real 1 with Switch and plan to do the same with Switch 2. I have no idea what that is, but shout outs. WG Productions with another $20 dono. And he says, I'm hopeful for Star Fox. I may have said that too much. No, you can never say, listen guys, listen. Everybody listen, before I put this on the board, first of all, WG Productions, let's give some love to you. We're going to play some Star Fox music for you. I'm going to put on the Corneria track because we are going to summon circle this to happening. Corneria theme. We're going to put the Star Fox Corneria theme, and we're going to summon circle this right at Paul Gale. I'll get that donation in just a bit. We're going to summon circle it, and we're going to say this. You can repeat after me. You can never talk about Star Fox too much. All right, everybody? Repeat after me in the chat. We can never talk about Star Fox too much, Nintendo. Hey, Nintendo, we can never talk about Star Fox too much. We can never talk about Star Fox too much. Just keep on repeating it. We can never talk about Star Fox too much. If we do this enough, they'll hear our cries, our pleas, and they will make sure that we get Star Fox on the Nintendo Switch 2. I feel it coming, okay? Shout out to WG Productions. I appreciate the $20 dono. Oh my goodness. And I think that actually gets you on the Hokage board, dude. I think it does. Cyber does another $5 donation and he says,
you can never talk about Star Fox too much.
Thank you. That is true. Paul Gale with the $1 says, how about some Babam Battlefield music from Super Mario 64 for Mario Day? Yes, we can definitely get that going too as well. Big love to Cyber Taurus, Paul Gale, and WG Productions. We are out here. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate your support. It really helps out the channel. Like I always say, and I'm appreciative of all of you guys. Seriously, thank you so much. I don't know. I feel like they should just give up sometimes. On Windows, they got to go against Steam and Epic. Why would you give up? Why would you give up when you can fight? You ever heard that song? Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't get you gotta get up and stand up for your rights, man. It's their right to do this. Okay? It's their right. You gotta keep swinging. You gotta keep swinging. You gotta keep punching. You can't give up. Giving up is for frauds. Giving up is for losers. You know what I'm saying? Giving up is for weaklings. You must stand up. Stand strong and proud. Till you crumble, till you can't walk no more. Till you Sega yourself. No, you got to keep going, man. Don't give up. Trust me, if I had $1 for every time somebody told me to give up on my channel, I'd have a lot of dollars.
We can never talk about Star Fox too much, but we can always talk about hitting that subscribe button till we blew in the face like Falco Lombardi.
That's a pretty good segue. I like that. That's a pretty good segue. That's a good one. That's a good one. Big Gaming 64 with the $5 donuts. His first stream I've caught of yours. I've caught, by the way. I think people focusing on power are missing the point. First party games will sing on the console. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing every time. Big Gaming 64. It's the same thing. People underestimate the content, but really, that's what it's about, dude. Really, that's what it's really about, man. It's really about the games, and that's what people really want. People want awesome games, and the Switch proved that. So 100%, 100% when it comes down to when it comes down to it, 100%. So I gotta check out I'm checking out your channel right now, man, and your channel seems really cool. If you're a horror fan, check out, if you don't already know him, he's actually a pretty big YouTuber, over 600,000 subscribers, 664,000. Check out his channel. It looks pretty cool. I have not heard about it before, but I'm definitely gonna subscribe. And I'm going to watch these videos because these videos look really cool. They're like horror videos. And there's even some like Mario stuff here too. Creepypasta Mario stuff that looks super cool. And people seem to like a lot. So check out Big Gaming 64. His channel looks actually really lit. Looks like a watch stuff like before you go to bed type of content, man. So I'm definitely going to watch it myself. But if you guys don't already know who he is, go check out his channel. It looks really cool. Like I said, I didn't know about it. But I'm definitely gonna watch. It's like creepy stuff, and I like this type of stuff. I like watching this type of stuff at night. So yeah, this creepypasta Mario video, I'm gonna check this out. I'm gonna put it in my watch later right now, because I want to watch this creepypasta Mario game I couldn't figure out. I want to watch that video, and then there is a really cool video on some other stuff too. Like this channel looks really cool. I'm also a big Nintendo fan, so this live stream has been fun. Hey, shout outs, Big Gaming 64. Hey man, handshake. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. I'm glad that you're enjoying the stream. That's what I strive to do. And like I said, yeah, your channel is actually really lit, to be honest. It looks super, super cool. What do you think about the mouse feature for RTS games? Yes, the mouse feature could be cool for RTS games. I agree. What's up, SMR35? Welcome to the stream. Switch is my favorite console, tied with PC, then PS5, then everything else after that. But the 360 came and went after the Xbox that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like, I think the PS5 is a very well-designed console. But I don't know if I like it the most because I just feel like there's not enough like Sony's first party games. Like if Sony had like Killzone and Resistance and Sly Cooper and more Ratchet and Clank and more Jack and Dax, so like if they used the range of their IPs, I would have definitely felt that the PS5 is like the best Sony system. But the problem is that they haven't, they haven't really used their range because they messed up with the whole live service thing. That's the only problem. But yeah, that's the reason why I feel like, but if you count third party, obviously third party, games have been really popping. But I think I always judge systems based off of first party first and foremost. And then I delve into third party. And I think that the identity of a system should be first party. I know people like to disagree with that. And I know people would call me shill and fanboy just for saying that. But I still actually believe that the identity of a system should be first party. And then, of course, if you have third party games, that's obviously good, right? Like, that's good. But the identity should be that. And I think that these three systems that we've had, Microsoft, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, their identity is built with first party. Now, they might have more third party that helps them reach the heights that they reach. But when you see PlayStation, what do you think about? You think of God of War. You think of Horizon. You think of Gran Turismo. You think of the first party games. When you think Xbox, what do you think of? You think of their legacy first party games. You think of Halo. You think of Gears. You think of Forza, right? You don't think of, oh, this third party game. Oh, okay, whatever. Or you think of exclusives that made the system. Either first party games or exclusives Like when you think of PlayStation, you might think of Metal Gear Solid. Oh, because Metal Gear Solid, it wasn't necessarily on PlayStation first, but it blew up as an exclusive on PS1. Or you might think of Crash Bandicoot, right? Or you might think of Jet Moto, or you might think of something like that, right? So like to me, the identity starts with first party, and then obviously everything else goes. But I think that the identity right now is a little bit rough. Yo, DeAndre with the Toby Blaster, let's go!
This is my contribution for the Switch 2 event. Use it on whatever you need, like maybe an eShop card giveaway or something.
Okay.
Can you get some Jolly Roger Bay music from Mario 4, please?
Absolutely. Okay.
Happy Mario Day.
I've got to play a lot of different music, so so I'm gonna start playing that music. Okay. I want to say we have hit the double platinum, so we're gonna go ahead and hit this double platinum limit break. And then we are going to thank you guys for the double platinum, 200 plus. Dude, we can hit triple platinum tonight. Let's go. Big love to DeAndre. Thank you for the Toby Blaster. Once again, I hope you're feeling better, DeAndre. I know what we talked about last week. Don't want to bring up old, or not old, but don't want to bring up, fresh wounds. But I hope you're feeling better, man. I was definitely praying for you. So, hopefully you're doing better today. And I do want to play some music. We got to go back to, with Paul Gale, Super Mario 64 Ba-Bomb Battlefield. Ba-Bomb Battlefield theme. So thank you so much, man. Let's go. Shout outs to the Toby Blaster boys and girls. Thank you so much. He says, wow, that was so cool. My channel was like Naruto for like the longest time. We still have a bunch of Naruto things that pop up, but I'm a huge Naruto fan, for, if you don't know. Well, now you know, for those who don't know. That's why we have so much. Also my avatar, it's like Naruto. It's like, so I'm a big Naruto fan. Sometimes we wear a headband. I have my headband ready to go just in case we need to wear it at any point. I have my headband ready to go. I carry this around. This is my first original headband that I bought. Authentic headband, not the cheap crap, but an authentic headband that I bought in 2007. Okay, I still have it. I still have it's like an actual metal plate, and I still have it. I bought this headband in 2007. And after I bought a crappy one that was so cheap, and I'm like, this is crap. So I went out and bought like a real authentic one. And at the time it was like 30 something bucks, which is expensive for me. But yeah, big Naruto fan. That's where, honestly, that's where I got the first ideas for the channel, was in 2007 when I was in college. Actually 2005, sorry. I bought that in 2006 or 2007, one of those two. That's where I got the first ideas for the channel, but there was nothing for me to even do it. YouTube was 1 year old. YouTube was 1 year old. There was no real Twitch TV. I had no idea, but I had the idea. Wouldn't it be really cool if you can talk to people over the internet and we can all talk about stuff that we love, like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z? Because like we had chat rooms, but we didn't have Twitch. We didn't have YouTube. We didn't have YouTube streaming. But I thought in my brain, I'm like, man, what if there was a time like we could all get it and I can like broadcast, like, but there was no technology to do it like without like there's like business conferencing, but nobody had that in there. Like it just, you couldn't get it out to like a mass market, right? So I remember I was thinking about that in 2006, like this that I'm doing right now. I was thinking about that 20 years ago. About 20 years ago, I was thinking about that at the library. I was thinking about it, just randomly, but I'm like, there's no technology for me to even do this. I'm old. I'm old. So yeah, man. Shout outs though. Thank you for the big $18.65. Old school Toby Blaster coming through. All right, we got some more music though. We got to get some more music. And next up is what is the next up? I don't think we Mario 4 Jolly Roger. I don't know what this is. Jolly Roger Bay. I don't know what this is, DeAndre. I have no idea what this is. Just Jolly Roger thing that you're talking about. It seems like just like a content creator, but I don't know what theme you're talking about. So Jolly Roger Jolly Roger Bay music. What is this? Okay, yeah, I found out. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Hey, what's up, SVXD? My son has a PS5, could care less about any Sony first party, just use it for Roblox, Minecraft, Marvel Rivals, and Fortnite. A bunch of kids his age are like that, cause for concern. Yeah, I agree. My daughter, she doesn't have a PS5. She doesn't want one. I asked her, do you want any systems? She says no. She likes just mobile, but she just plays Roblox and like Fortnite sometimes, but really just Roblox. So yeah, that a lot of kids just play the free-to-play games. Mm-hmm. What JRPGs would you like to see on Switch? All of them, baby. Every single good JRPG that's out there on Xbox and PlayStation, I'd like to see on Switch too. Yes, every single one. Every single one I'd love to see out there. So yeah. Metaphor, you name it, whatever RPG that's out there that's on PlayStation and Xbox and that's good, I'd like to see on Nintendo Switch too. I also made a video talking about that as well, going over all the RPGs that could come to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Switch 2 RPGs. Yeah, I made a video about that as well, but I don't know where it's at, so I'm not going to link it. Oh yeah, 25 big next-gen Nintendo Switch 2 RPGs. That is the video. That's the video. So that was done, I think, in 2023. So yeah, if you want to watch like what I think about what we could see, I talk about all of them there in the video here. Redfall on Switch 2. Isn't Redfall's Red Dead? Not Red Dead Redemption, but just like dead. Redfall dead. Expedition 33 on Switch 2. Yeah. Expedition 33 would be great. Would be great. I don't think Expedition 33 will make it. Then again, ports lately are crazy good. I'll watch the video. Thanks. I mean, Expedition 33 has just as much of a chance to make it as any other game in terms of like a later port. Obviously, it's not going to come out at launch because, or it's not going to come out like day and date because Expedition comes out in April. But I mean, I could absolutely see them porting that over to Nintendo Switch 2. Absolutely, because there is a huge audience of RPG fans on Switch 2, or on Nintendo Switch. So that would be a good idea if they can get that ported over. So that's actually one of the games I think has a chance, a better chance than some of the other games to get ported over. Just because, once again, Nintendo has a big base of RPG fans just in general. Let's see here. I want Grand Blue Fantasy on Switch 2. My kid would like it too. Yeah, I played Grand Blue Fantasy, and it's an okay game. I looked at more info on Expedition 33 this weekend. I'm getting hyped for it. Yes, it looks very good. I was about to buy a Steam Deck OLED, but I'm waiting for Switch 2 now. I mean, listen, I think that if you want the functionality, Steam Deck is good. Wait till Switch 2, at least, wait till see what they offer. You might still want to go with Steam Deck, though. Steam Deck is a very good option, depending on what you're trying to do with it, So yeah. Absolutely. Fantasia New Dimension is great on Switch. It's okay. It's good on. Yes, it's very good on Switch. Dire Docs is always a great listen to all these years. It really is, Party Man. I think I'm going to get copyrighted for it, though. Some stupid place is copywriting that song, but it's okay. We've done pretty good today, so I can deal with the copyrights. Do you think they'll show a Pro Controller during the Direct? I like the joystick placement of the Wii U one. Yeah, they're going to show a Pro Controller, but it's not going to have the same joystick placement of the Wii U controller. It's going to be just like the, I don't have one inside here, but it's going to be just like the, okay, actually I do. Here we go. Here is my, the funniest thing is that this really nice controller was in my garage. I had no idea. It was like in one of the boxes when I moved, but it's going to be just like this controller, but it's just going to be, they're going to modify this one, but it's going to look a lot like, not the design, but it's going to look a lot like the placement and the buttons. It's going to look very much like this controller, but they're going to add the C button and they're going to rearrange it a little bit and modify it, but it's going to look like this. The placement of the buttons and all that. It's going to look similar. Do you think they'll show, okay, but yeah, I do think that they'll show the Pro Controller. They'll show the new Pro Controller. They'll show the controller. I think it's going to be very much like what we saw with the Switch 1 Direct, but it's not going to be so jank. It's gonna be more controlled this time. The Switch 1 Direct, I went back and watched it, like for the Switch 1 presentation. And that presentation is jank, dude. It is so jank. It's Nintendo feeling a little bit uncomfortable. It's a lot of new faces presenting. You know, it's a lot of interesting information. But I think that it's going to be a lot more controlled and a lot more tight-shipped this time around, you know? Nintendo was definitely nervous with the Switch 1. They're a little nervous, and you can tell that they're a little nervous, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It makes the presentation feel human, you know? It makes it feel for real, like they know what's at stake here, you know? So yeah, it's good. It's good, though. It's good. It's not bad. Definitely good. Listen, I have the 8BitO Pro controller. It has the bottom panels, but I don't think it'll be compatible for Switch 2 games. I don't know if it will be. I mean, it could. Switch 2 has button mapping, so if it connects to the controller, it might. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it will. I have the 8BitO controller. I think I have it right here. And this one is compatible. It has like the back little panels. It could be, but we don't know until the system, you know, is out. But I mean, it could be. But we have to wait and see. Let's see here. Screw those people copyrighting beautiful music. Yeah, I forgot who it is, but somebody copyrights that track, and it's so stupid. It's so dumb, man. I hate it. But, you know, what can you do? What can you say? What can you do, you know? Can't really do anything. You just say, all right. But it's all good, though. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button, guys, we are rolling along here. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys coming out to the stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are awesome today. So I really, once again, I appreciate everybody. And make sure you, like I said, hit that like button and subscribe. If you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate all of you guys. Let's go. What's today? Today is the 10th. Today is March 10th. Let's go. I'm already anticipating, and here's our next announcement. Hi, everyone. Your friends at Microsoft Xbox, and we're excited to bring these classic games to Nintendo Switch 2. Panic ensues. All right. Yeah, that'd be an interesting thing. I think that Microsoft's definitely going to have some games at the presentation. I think that stuff like Sea of Thieves has a very good chance. We could see one big announcement. Maybe they announce like, hey, you know, I don't know, Halo or, you know, whatever's coming. But yeah, I definitely see them making a splash because Microsoft can make a ton of money on the Switch too. Like, I think that they've already made a ton of money on the Switch. Minecraft sells best on Nintendo Switch, even better than Xbox because it's on Game Pass. So I can see them making a ton of money off of Switch 2. I can see Halo doing really well. I can see if they put out Fable, I can see something like that doing well. I can see something even if they do like a new Banjo or something like that. So yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunities for Microsoft on the what's it called, on the Switch 2. I think there's definitely opportunities. But I mean, and that's the path that they've taken. Now listen, if it was up to me, they wouldn't even be taking this path. Honestly, I like old school. You know, I like old school. Have your exclusives. I have the Xbox Series, so I have no problem buying Xbox games on the Xbox brand. You know, I personally would like if Microsoft had some more dog in them, you know, and decided to do exclusives. But then again, if it was me, I would have never done what they did. Like, I would have never purchased Activision. I would have never purchased Bethesda. I would have doubled, quadrupled, and tripled down on my first-party games. But that's just me. And I'm not a multi-millionaire executive like Phil Spencer. So he probably knows more than I do. Elements 11 RMK with the 32 months. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you for the 32 months of membership. Let's get it. Tendo, we have more games to announce. Pans out and see Noah and Mio appear. Super Smash Brothers Legends. Super Smash Brothers Legends. I love that name. I love it so much. I love it so much. Super Smash Brothers Legends. Okay. Legends. Who are the? I mean, Mario's a legend. Link is a legend. That's true. They are legends in the game. Super Smash Brothers legends. I'm coining that name. You gotta copyright it right now. When they use it, you'd be like, "Hey, look, Sakurai, you're gonna owe me some royalties on every copy sold." The name sounds good. I just find it funny just because it's like I don't know, anything when people talk about Smash Brothers, it's funny. It's funny whenever anybody talks about Smash Brothers. But that name, Super Smash Brothers Legends. Oh man, good name. Xbox hoped Game Pass would keep growing, and it kind of stayed the same. Probably messed up their plans. Yep. It messed up. It jacked up their plans because they went all in on Game Pass. They went all in on Game Pass, and it did not work out. So what do? You got to sell games now. Now you got to, enough of this Game Pass stuff. You got to actually sell games. You know. You got to actually sell games. So yeah. Got to actually sell games. So that's the thing. So yeah, man. No joke, I've been sitting on that name for a while. I bet Game Pass is good sometimes if you already own an Xbox but not worth buying one for. Yeah, maybe that's it. Exactly. Yeah, like I think Microsoft thought that it was worth buying an Xbox for, and it's not. At least, I mean, many people don't think it is, you know, that it's worth buying an Xbox for. So I think that's definitely the truth. You know, that's definitely the truth, that it's necessarily not worth buying it for. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I know I wouldn't buy an Xbox for just Game Pass. No, I'd buy it for the actual games coming out. But that's just me. You know, I am stupid, right? I am stupid. They should bring Halo Gears, all that. Switch would print money. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. God of War on Switch. Yeah, no. Sony still has their identity a bit. So, I mean, I would like to keep it. I know you're just joking around, though. But, yeah, I like the exclusive stuff. I think, it, like I said, it breeds some competition. It breeds some individuality. It breeds some, you know, competitiveness. I'm a fan of it, you know. I'm a fan of it. Yo, Charizard with the 56 months. Hey, yo, Charizard, what's up, man? Charizard, I gotta ask you a question, brother, since you're here. I've been holding on to this one. I think I have a screenshot here. And I gotta ask you about what you've been up to, brother. Stick with me. Give me 1 second, Charizard. I wanted to catch you. Oh, where's it at? No, I had it. Oh, don't tell me. There we go. I found it. So, Charizard, what's with this comment here, brother? What's Charizard? What's with this comment here? I gotta ask you about this comment that you made on Reforged Gaming. Shoutouts to Reforged Gaming. I think he runs an interesting program over there. And Charizard donated $2 and said, "Why is your 5 head so big?" I mean, Charizard, what's the meaning of this, brother? You said, "Why is your 5 head so big?" and you dropped $2 in that. I gotta know what's going on here, man. I just gotta ask about this because you sent me. I was watching. I forgot if it was on Twitter or if I was actually watching Reforge's stream, and this popped up, and literally it was like, that's the same Charizard that I know. So I just gotta ask you about this. What's the situation going on right here, brother? I also commented forehead again. I just had to ask about that. It seems like you don't care, so that's fine by me. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Sorry, that notification shouldn't have played. So I had to bring that one up because I've been holding on to this one for a while now. It's been a while, and I wanted to see when I can catch you back in the stream. Reforged seemed a bit rude to me. I don't know much about him though. It's just other fanboy account on Twitter. Yeah. Here's the thing, Big Gaming 64. The funny thing about a lot of these guys, right? A lot of these guys that do like the console wars stuff. I mean, sometimes I get grouped into that, but the problem with putting me into that is that I have all the systems. I'll play whatever. I don't give a crap. So there's not really anything that you can get me on. Some people try to get me on Nintendo shill, Nintendo fanboy stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, what have I said? Go back to the videos. If you look at the whole Switch era, what have I actually said? People just don't like people that are Nintendo fans sometimes. And if you like Nintendo, you're a shill, you're this, or whatever the case is, right? So, but I'm like, hey, look, you guys make all your videos, say whatever you guys got to say about me, but there's really nothing to say. That's why a lot of these fanboy channels don't attack me too much, because what are you gonna look at my streams? Nothing's crazy. I talk about Nintendo and I talk about RPGs, whatever, right? But a lot of these fanboy channels or fanboy-ish or console war channels, whatever the case is, it's the brand. I don't take it seriously, you know? I don't take it seriously, so I just kind of have fun with it. That's kind of how I see it, at least. You know, that's just my own personal opinion. So yeah. He says, oh, legend, cold blood. Yeah, that was hilarious. I think he did read it out loud. I think he did. I'm pretty sure Reforged read it out loud, and I thought it was hilarious that Charizard said that about his head. Because, I mean, they call him Jimmy Neutron and stuff like that, you know, like... He do kind of look like grown-up Jimmy Neutron, though. But, like, Jimmy Neutron's lit, though, so, I mean, it ain't even, like, that big of a problem. And, like, you know, apparently he's married. He's got, you know, he's married. I think he got kids. So, I mean, like, listen, man. I'll keep it a buck. Back in the day when your boy was single, my wife don't really got a big forehead. But the light-skinned cuties, or even the chocolate cuties, with the, you know, with their hair pulled back, with the braids, hair pulled back. Hey, man. I didn't mind the 5 head at all. It was fine. Like I said, look at Rihanna. Rihanna got like an 8 head. She looks great, right? So like having a big forehead is not the be all end all. Sometimes it actually fits some girls. It actually fits some girls and some guys. So yeah, I don't mind. So not gonna lie, Miss 5 head, I mean forehead looking like Vegeta's. Yeah. Reforged with the Vegeta hairline. I mean, is it a Vegeta hairline? Is it really a Vegeta hair? I mean, it's, from what I understand, like that hairline where it kind of like the boomerang, like that's kind of like just how it is. Like his hairline isn't bad. I think his hairline's good. It's just some people do have like the little bit of the boomerang, and that's just how it is. Like it ain't like the, you know, lined up, you know, straight. It's like, oh, it has like a little bit of the curve, and that's just natural, you know? Nah, the Vegeta has the widow's peak. Yeah, I think his hairline's actually pretty good. I think he has a pretty good set of hair, to be honest. Like, I think it's definitely better than mine, 100%, you know? I think he has a good set of hair, to be honest. He do got a big forehead. He got to lift weights a little bit. Like, his head looks so big compared to his body. That's the only thing that I would say. I ain't trying to judge him or nothing, but the only thing I'd say, Reforged, like, if he's listening, or I'd just be like, hey, man, like, you just need to work out a little bit more, because, like, your head is big and your body's small. So, like, it just looks weird, you know? So that's what I would just say. I would just say work out a little, like traps, like just work out like here and up, because his body looks so tiny and then his head looks big. So if you just buffed up a little bit, it would even it out, you know. And then people probably wouldn't make fun of the forehead as much, because your body would look proportionate. Because I have a big head too. I got a big forehead as well. I mean, my forehead kind of big too, but like my body isn't tiny. I don't got a tiny little body, so it evens out, you know. Says he got the Jimmy Neutron cut. Yeah, it's a little bit of the Jimmy Neutron cut. Yeah. Yeah, different hairstyles would be good. Yeah, I think probably if I was him, I would roll with the fade. I'd probably edge it up. Maybe have the barber push me back a little bit. And I'd probably roll with the straight hair, because he got a hairline to go like a straight hair. So I'd probably roll with the straight hairline, right? I'd say push me back a little bit, straight hairline, and I'd probably roll with the like a fade, with like the white guy fade. You know what I'm saying? Like the shaved high on the one side or whatever, then kind of like the Tim Tebow. I'd roll like with the Tim Tebow looking thing if I was him. And then I just hit the weights. And I think right there, that'd probably get people to stop talking about how big his head is, you know? Let's see here. Console war is now boring due to the PC community invading. Invading it like it get lost. Yeah. I would agree to a degree. Fratanga was rating his stream and we were roasting him for the last state of play. Yeah. I did see that. What is going? Oh my god. I also asked how he looked like Sheen and Jimmy Neutron at the same time. Sheen and Jimmy Neutron. Fratanga was rating his stream, roasting him for defending the last state of play. Frit made a super chat of the state of play and rating both Reef Forehead and DCG. Yeah, I saw Fratanga's video on the state of play, and where he puts the compilations together of all the PlayStation fans. And I thought it was pretty interesting. Fratanga's an interesting person. He's an interesting content creator for sure. Very interesting content creator. He's kind of crazy. I don't think I've been in one of his videos, but I think he unknowingly put me in. It was a long time ago. It was like years ago though. He thought I was an Xbox, or he thought I was a PlayStation hardcore fan. But I wasn't. What I said, he misunderstood what I said, so he had one of my tweets in one of his videos. So I was shocked. I forgot what video it was, but I was shocked to see one of my tweets in his videos. I was like, whoa, man. I was like, whoa, me? It was like the 50 Cent meme. What did I do, you know? But I mean, I wouldn't mind if I was in his video. If he did video, I wouldn't mind if I was in there anyway, because like they're pretty funny. But once again, I don't think I wouldn't be in there because I don't be saying wild things about Xbox or about Sony, and when I do, I get called out for it, but it's not that bad, right? It's like, whatever, who cares? OJ said it, so what? Shout outs to Chartar with the $20 dono. Let's go even yes sir. 250, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, can we hit the triple platinum? Hey yo, let's go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. He's quitting, by the way. Who's quitting? Wait, what are you talking about? Wait a minute. Chartard, who's quitting? Shout out to Neil Blitz. Hey, player Essence, what's the main new feature for Switch 2 you're looking forward to from Canada? Hey, shout outs, Troy. Let's see here. The main feature. I just want to see games, man. I just want to see games. That's all I want to see, dude. That's it. But yeah, I think just like probably like a better like OS, you know, faster, better. I mean, better OS. That's what I want to see, you know. I just want to see that. So if they can do that, that's cool. Frit is getting a real job. Oh, Fratanga is quitting. Did he release a video talking about that? Well, I mean, he's quitting YouTube just in general, or is he like just going to scale back or scale down on his vids because he's getting a day job? Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know if he's gonna like quit for real. I think he'll still make some content. But yeah, I think that in his case, I think that definitely having a regular standard job along with his channel would be good, because YouTube's never gonna push his channel. YouTube's never going to. He gets good views, but YouTube is never gonna push it because of the type of channel that it is. And his titles are too long. So, like, I think that's the problem, you know, with the growth. Like, his channel views are very good, and I'm pretty sure he makes some good money off of it. But his videos take a while to make. It's dependent on idiots and people talking, you know, so it's hard to. I think it would be difficult for him. But I don't know if he's quitting for sure, for real. But, I mean, hey, his videos are entertaining at times. He said, I'll be gone and doesn't know when he'll return. Wow. That's interesting. Yeah, like I said, it's tough, man. It's tough. I think that if his channel, once again, if YouTube actually pushed his channel and if it actually caught on to the algorithm, which it doesn't, I think he maybe could not have to do that. But yeah, I wish him the best, man. I wish him, even though he said some crazy things and said some bad stuff, you know, I do wish him the best. I do think that his videos are entertaining, you know, at the very least. So yeah, maybe he'll just be like every now and then, maybe he'll pop in like once a month or a couple times a month and make a video. But no, I think at some point maybe you need to move on from like the console wars and talking about it every single time that you upload a video, making fun of like fanboys. Like, how long can you do that before it gets stale or before you get tired of it? I know I couldn't. I had a whole channel based off of it at first, you know, and it's just not. It's not fun. It's just not fun. Looks like Stealth's main channel got hacked. I just talked to Stealth. He just sent me a tweet. Stealth just sent me a tweet recently. So I don't know why his channel got hacked. Let me see. Looks like Stealth's channel got hacked. I don't see anything here that says his channel got hacked. How do you say his channel got hacked? It looks fine to me. I think it all centers around him not being able to afford the new graphics card. What? You think that's the reason why is because he can't afford the new graphics cards? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he does pretty good in his streams and all that. People donate. I'm not sure if that's the case, but, you know, where did he say that at overall? But yeah, I hope Stealth's channel didn't get hacked. Not be able to afford it. I think you're just messing with me. Shout outs. Let's see here. I'm going to retweet from his other account. Okay, J2. Thank you. Yeah, if Stealth just reached out to me about doing like a collaboration about something. So definitely not good. Definitely not good. But yeah, I think I would get tired if I was just simply doing, you know, that type of content, you know? So yeah. What are your thoughts on Black State? I don't know what that is. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence or PlayerEssence by itself. I'll be more than happy to answer questions and discuss video game news with all of my beautiful, awesome, lovely people. Make sure you follow me on Twitter as well, at PlayerEssence. We've got some good stuff coming up on the channel. I have heard of the Harmon Smith guy. He used to come to my playeressence.com. He used to come to this channel, and he also used to come to my website, but he does not like me. So yeah, he got very angry at me for turning on the Wii U back in 2015. So yeah. But that guy's kind of crazy. The game? I don't know what that game is. I think a funny view of the console wars just seeing that PS5 and Xbox Series while looking up high at the Switch. I think that's the funny thing that people try to sit there and say. Then when you bring it up, they're like, no, this. And I'm like, no, not really. Here's this, and this, you know. I highly recommend checking it out. Remember the meme, Can It Run Crisis? It's going to be Can It Run Black State? Yeah, I mean, is Black State, is it a first-person shooter? If it's a shooter, then I'm not really too interested in it, to be honest. But yeah, I'll probably run into it at some point, Cammy, for sure. No, I'm not going to look it up right now. No, I'm not going to look it up right now. But yeah, I'll probably run into it at some point. But yeah, I'm good. Thank you, though. I'll check it out later. But I don't really feel like checking it out right now, to be honest. So I'm okay. His last stream, he was reflecting, or he was reacting to Griffin Gaming defending current graphics cards pricing, and it literally ended the stream. It's third person. MGS meets Portal. Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you, Cammy. I appreciate it, but I'm okay. I really don't feel like watching it right now, man. I'm just being honest. Like I don't feel like watching it. So I don't know why you're trying to get me to watch. I don't feel like watching it. I don't want to watch it. I'd rather just talk to you guys here. I don't feel like watching the trailer. But yeah, if I run it, I'll check it out later. Okay, for real. I promise I'll check it out later. But I don't feel like watching it right now. So thank you though. I appreciate the suggestion though. For real, I do. Hammer Smith is the punching bag for many PC YouTubers when it comes to Nintendo fanboys. Yeah. I know a lot of people don't like him. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I never get to that point where people think it's like, oh, OJ, he's saying all this crazy stuff, you know? So yeah. Let's see. I don't always agree with Harmon Smith, but when he discussed how Steam Deck was going to be a failure, I agree with him on that. I mean, yeah, like, of course, Steam Deck was not going to be a super big success. It's too expensive. It's too niche of a product. It's not sold in stores. Like, it's like Valve was just doing it to give an extra option. They're not doing it to make any type of real money or to make any type of real waves outside of advancing their PC agenda, which it did to a degree. you know. But yeah, it's not like a massive big seller or anything like that, you know. So yeah, later. I'll check it out later for sure. So yeah. They sell Steam Deck in stores, not moving, but it's there. They don't sell Steam Deck in a lot of stores. No, it's actually not sold in a ton of different stores. There are some retail places that have it, but most places don't have the Steam Deck. Yeah, I mean, definitely not to the level of the Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch. Most people still buy Steam Deck off of the like the Valve's, you know, storefront, like off of the Steam or whatever. In my opinion, this pretty much proves that there's no point in calling out Nintendo fanboys. LOL, Nintendo fanboys aren't as terrible as Sony and PC. I mean, I wouldn't say that. There's definitely terrible Nintendo fanboys. There's terrible Xbox and PlayStation fanboys. I mean, like, fanboys of all can be pretty bad. Like, that Harmon guy can be crazy. I've seen some of the vids, and he can be absolutely nuts. Like I said, I've interacted with him a few times, like, on my old channel, and on my old website, and he's definitely got some issues, man. Like, he's got some issues, so. But yeah. Do they have Steam Deck at Walmart or Target? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think they don't have it at most places. Most places, they don't have it at, like, most, like, big retail stores. GameStop and the pawn shop. I've got a Steam Deck. I was thinking about maybe selling my Steam Deck, but I'm like, wait a minute. I can still play Chrono Trigger, the original Chrono Trigger, on my Steam Deck. So I think I'm going to download it, Chrono Trigger, and play some Chrono Trigger tonight. Valve said to officially get it from them or the place called Komondo in Japan. There ain't no Steam Deck selling in Japan. I can tell you that right now. There's not a lot of Steam Deck selling in Japan. Yo, Charizard with the $2. And it says, song request, Gemini Drive Ascension from Alec Gems. You know what? You didn't have to drop another dono for that. Charizard, you already dropped a big dono earlier. But I do appreciate the big dono. I really do. So let's go ahead and let's get this content going for you. Gemini. Or is it, yeah, Gemini? Gemini. Gem is something. Gem. Mini Drive Ascension. All right, from Electronic Gems. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mr. Charitard. Not sold in stores. Red flag says CBH. Yeah, maybe. Only retail shop I've seen that it wasn't a mom and pop shop was Best Buy for like a month and never again. Yeah, like let's see. Does Best Buy have it? Let's check. Best Buy. Let me see if they have it. Like, let's see. Like, I got a big Best Buy in my city, so let's see if we can get a Steam Deck. Let's see if we can get a Steam Deck from them. So, Steam Deck. I think you can get a Steam Deck from them. Maybe. Actually, no, you cannot get a Steam Deck from. Yeah, there's no Steam. You cannot get a Steam Deck from them. There's no Steam Deck. No, there's no Steam Deck. So yeah, you can get a case for the Steam Deck. Yeah, you can get a case for the Steam Deck, or you can buy some memory for the Steam Deck. You can get a Lenovo Go, though. They are advertising Lenovo Go. So if you want a Lenovo Legion Go, you can get that. It's very poorly rated, though. 2 out of 5 stars. For $729. Legion Go S. Hey, 120 hertz WUXG. $729. Like that's. Yeah, $729. Let's read some of the reviews. I was looking forward to this device so much. I currently have a Legion Go, but that device does not have good ergonomics, even with the added comfort grips to be able to game for long durations. This device though, I can't hold it forever. It's the most comfortable Windows handheld I've ever had. I've had the ROG Ally Legion Go, ROG Ally X, and Logitech G Cloud. The screen is also amazing, and I think it's 8-inch, perfect sweet spot for between great screen real estate and portability of the device. The issue is with the performance and Lenovo's Legion software. When attempting to access a quick setting to change the TDP, it sometimes takes 3 to 5 seconds for it to launch. Launching applications on the device sometimes takes a while to launch, and I think it's related to the device only having 4 CPUs. Oh, Lord have mercy. Only 4 CPUs. The CPU utilization is usually at 80 to 90% without me even running a game, which is crazy. I'm going to return this, but we'll be on the lookout if they release the Z1E that has more CPUs, because this fork factory is the best on the market, but for the price, I can't have such a bad performance. I'll be on the lookout for sales as well. So yeah, it's just, most people say, like, out of the 21 reviews, it's got an average of 2.2, and it says there's only 3 reviews that gave it a 3, 1 review that gave it a 4, 1 review that gave it a 3, 9 reviews that gave it a 2, and 7 reviews that gave it a 1 out of 5. So yeah, a lot of bad scores. There's some good scores though. Let me read some good scores. Lenovo's coming into the damage control stuff. Like they're in, oh my god, Lenovo's like commenting on every single one. Solid design crippled by a weak processor. Here's what Lenovo says to the solid design crippled by a weak processor. Hi, Marcos the Black. We're sorry to hear that this Legion Go S fell short of you in regards to CPU performance. We appreciate and have noted your feedback. We look to provide the best performance possible. Please stay tuned for updates. See, this is why when you release a nearly going on $1,000 handheld, people expect like freaking PS5 level performance or like PS5 Pro level performance. You are not gonna get PS5 Pro level performance. You're gonna pay PS5 Pro price, but you are not going to get PS5 Pro level performance in a hybrid device. So that's the funny thing, because people are dropping big money, so then they're not getting the performance that they want. Yeah, you're not going to get that in that form. Not right now, you know? So what happened to Lenovo? Oh, I prefer their ThinkPad and Legion laptops. Yeah, I think about getting a Lenovo laptop myself, but yeah, I mean, like when you make a portable hybrid, that's a whole different ballpark. That's a whole different situation, you know? So yeah, man. So where J2, did you link Stealth's hack situation? You know, I didn't see it. Check the Switch rating I want to see. Okay, I'll do that real quick. Maybe Switch is rated trash too. Let me see. The Switch OLED rating. The Switch OLED rating is a 4.9 out of 5. The casual Best Buy, yeah, it's a 4.9 out of 5. It's got 13,000 reviews for the OLED, and it's got 12,000 reviews are 5 stars. 858 reviews are 4 stars. 136 reviews are 3 stars. 38 reviews are 2 stars, and 64 reviews are 1 star. So yeah, a lot of people like it. I think that's pretty funny though. Niners fan here. It's a sad day to be a Niners fan. It's actually not a sad day to be a Niners fan at all, Blue Charizard. It's actually a pretty damn good day to be a Niners fan. You know why? Because they are retooling and they are getting ready for the run. And they've got a ton of draft picks coming up. So they're clearing out cap space and they're getting ready for the run. So it's not a sad day at all. Did they lose Joey Bosa? Did they lose Diamador Lenore? Did they lose Mustafa? Did they lose Fred Warner? Did they lose George Kittle? Did they lose Jennings? No. They didn't lose any of those guys. So it's not a sad day. Let's see. It's his second at 40K. Okay. Stealth getting hacked. He probably thought it was a sponsorship offer, and they're like, yeet. Yeet. Yeah, I'm not buying a Lenovo Legion Go for $700 something. I'm good. I guess you're right. Just really like Huff and Dre Greenlaw a lot. I love Greenlaw, but Greenlaw's always hurt. Like, Greenlaw's always hurt. So you need to get a linebacker that can put out the type of performance or close to the Greenlaw performance, but that isn't always hurt. You need to get younger and healthier at that spot. So I love Greenlaw as well, but he's always hurt. I love, like, Hufanga's good, or, you know, he's great, but he's a liability in pass coverage, and he's also always hurt. So they've got guys to replace him, and they can draft. So those guys are great, but they're hurt. They're hurt. I mean, Hufanga got shook so bad, he tore his ACL on, like, getting shook. So I'm not saying that he's a bad player. He's a good player, but he's hurt a lot. He's hurt a lot. So past 2 years, he's been hurt. And there's no point in paying him money when he's not going to be on the field. I miss Greenlaw too, but when Greenlaw's healthy, he's fantastic. But he's just never healthy, man. He's just never healthy. So you got to move on. Super Christian Miro with the $1 dono. Let's go. Thank you so much, Super Christian Miro with the $1 dono. I think I need to be at 253. Next time someone want to say, hey, those portable PCs are killing Switch, show them the reviews. Switch is a serial killer out here. Yeah, Switch is bodying them for sure. Almost 5 stars. Almost 5 stars on that one. So, it's pretty good. So, yeah. Yeah, I think they said Greenlaw signed a $35 million deal. With the Broncos, yeah, I mean, they can't pay Dre Greenlaw $35 million. I mean, I get why he wants that flexible, like, that stability, and he wants that, but the Niners can't pay him that. Like, they can't pay him $35 million. He's never on the field. So I wish they could have, but they just can't. They got to pay Brock Purdy, and they got to model the offense and the defense around their new defensive coordinator. So, yeah, man. It's all good, though. Wish him nothing but the best. He played as hard as he could. I sent you the quote tweet of his other account. Okay, you sent me the quote tweet. Where did you send me it? Because I don't see it at all. Yeah, I don't see anything that you sent me. So, I don't see anything that you sent me, J2. That makes sense, but seeing Jair Brown this last season was really bad. Yeah, that's why it's called the draft. Guess who was the rookie that played better than him? Mustafa. So you go into the draft and you get somebody good. It's a safety. You don't need a $30-40 million safety. So go get somebody Hufanga was a low draft pick. He was like a 5th round draft pick as well. So they can find another one in the draft that can actually cover, like, passes better than him. So they got plenty of picks. So go into the draft, maybe the 2nd day or 3rd day, go to the 4th, 5th round and draft yourself a good safety. Most of the great safeties in college are going to be available in 4th, like some of like the best safeties in college are going to be available in the 4th, 5th, 6th round. So just draft one. That's all you got to do. You don't have to pay Hufanga. You got to remember, Hufanga replaced somebody before that was also a low round draft pick. So you got to retool. Mustafa was fantastic. People are thinking that the Niners they're cooked or because they're losing. I mean, these aren't the key pieces of the team, guys. These are they're good players, but they're not the key pieces. They're guys that were hurt. If those guys were key pieces that they needed to keep, then they would have absolutely paid them. But they're not. So Malik Collins gone. A lot of these guys are gone. You got to retool, and you got to build it around the new defensive coordinator. And you got to build it around and you got to build the offense around Brock Purdy. You got to just retool it. They didn't get the job done. The guys that they had there did not win any Super Bowls. With those guys that they had for the last 3 or 4 years, it's time to retool and build it around the guys that got you, the guys that you know best. And that's Warner, that's Kittle, that's Bosa, that's Purdy. Those are the guys. So as long as you have those guys, you got a chance. Mustafa came in great and filled in and played really good. Renardo Green, another rookie, played great. Isaac Garendo played great. Dominic Pooney played great. If they draft like that, the Niners will be completely fine. Those guys played better than a lot of the veterans on the team. So yeah, man, I'm good. Exactly. Robert Saleh is going to bring the best out of everyone. So I'm not really too worried about Greenlaw losing Greenlaw because whoever they fill in at that weak side linebacker, Saleh's going to get the best out of him. So I'm not really worried at all. Saleh's going to really make up for the deficiencies that the Niners had last year defensively. Jimmy G would have saved the 49ers this year and get them to the Super Bowl again like last year. Yeah, and then choke in the fourth quarter like he's done before. Like he always does. All right, take it easy, Super Christian Mule. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Thank you for the multiple donos, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for the combo breakers, boys and girls. Let's keep the likes coming, though. Hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button yet, hit that like button. Let them know that we are streaming. Let's go. Appreciate you guys coming out to tonight's stream, man. It's been awesome. It's been so good. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys. Hit that like button if you have not hit that like button yet. Hit that like button. We're at 149 likes. I'd love to get to 155 to 160 likes. Let's go for this last half hour of the stream. And thank you guys for the donos today too, man. Y'all have been incredible. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for the support. Let's go. Shout outs. Appreciate you guys. I don't know if Peyton Manning could have got this Niner team to the playoffs. Peyton Manning in his peak and his like best, yeah, he would have. Wait, Peyton Manning at his best? Oh, absolutely, he would have. No. Peyton Manning was a bad man. That's one of the greatest of all time. If Peyton Manning was the quarterback for the Niners team last year, he would have absolutely gotten them to that. You know why? Because Peyton Manning, you would have given him way more control of the offense. He would have been able to audible more. He would have been able to adjust more. They would have given him more respect and listened to him more. He would have absolutely gotten them. Isaac Grendo would have played more. He would have absolutely said put Grendo on the field more. He would have demanded that Kittle not be blocking all the time. He would have done things way differently. But I know that's more of a joke, but Peyton Manning absolutely would have gotten that team to the Super Bowl. Not Super Bowl. He would have got that team to the playoffs. Absolutely. Not if he got injured. Well, not if who got. I mean, yeah, if he's injured, then no, he wouldn't have been able to play. But you said you're making it seem as if Peyton Manning was on the team and healthy. If Peyton Manning was on the Niners team at his peak, like his best, his Broncos Super Bowl MVP year or his peak MVP year with the Colts, he would have absolutely gotten that Niners team. He would have gotten any bad team to the playoffs. Like he definitely would have. Because peak Peyton Manning is he's one of the top 5 quarterbacks of all time. Weak O-line, he would have gotten destroyed every play. Nah, the Niners O-line wasn't that weak. It wasn't that weak. It wasn't great, but it wasn't that weak. So no, I mean, it's not like the Bears offensive line or like some of the other teams' offensive line or like the Seahawks offensive line. It wasn't that bad. The Niners offensive line was just average. They were just middling. You know, they weren't great. They weren't bad. They were just okay. You know? So he would have definitely cooked, even with that offensive line. He would have definitely cooked. Peyton Manning is Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is Peyton Manning. You can't ever sit there. Peyton Manning in his prime? Nah, Peyton Manning in his prime they would have won 11 or 12 games and would have made he would have absolutely. I just know he would have. I mean, Brock Purdy's not to the level of Peyton Manning, but really nobody is. There's only one quarterback that's maybe even as good as Peyton Manning playing right now, and that's Patrick Mahomes. Maybe I wouldn't even say Josh Allen's as good as Peyton Manning. No, not Josh Allen's not even as good. Maybe Lamar at times, sure, but I'd probably still take Peyton Manning over all of those guys. There's only one guy that maybe I'd take over Peyton Manning, and that's Patrick Mahomes. That's it. So 1.5 rings and barely did anything for that Denver team to Super Bowl. It's not just about rings, though. It's also about his career. You said Peyton Manning in his peak. Peyton Manning in his peak was more than just that last thing. He dominated the NFL in terms of yards, numbers, playoff appearances, stats. Peyton Manning has multiple time MVPs. Like, I mean, Peyton Manning is good. He was very, very good. You said get to the playoffs. You didn't say win the Super Bowl. You said get to the playoffs. Yes, Peyton Manning led his team to playoffs many years. He led his team to the playoff many years. So, I mean, you can't doubt Peyton Manning, bro. Or unless you didn't watch him. I'm thinking that you didn't watch him. So, yeah. Let's see here. Cyber Taurus with the $2. It says Seahawks. You said Denver Peyton? Denver Peyton was MVP. Denver Peyton was MVP. What do you mean, bro? You don't know Denver Peyton? He had an MVP year with the Denver Broncos. Yeah, his last year was trash, but he hurt his neck. But he had 2 really good seasons with the Broncos, but one of those seasons was MVP. That Peyton would have absolutely got that team, this 49ers team, to the playoffs. Absolutely, because he was an MVP. Cybertorch with the 2 says Seahawks need to improve their O-line if they expect Sam Darnold to do anything like he did in Minnesota. Yeah, they need the O-line improvement, and they need some receivers because they don't have Lockett. They don't have DK Metcalf. So all they have is Njigba or whatever, and he's pretty good. But yeah, they need some more weapons for Darnold. Are we forgetting how good Denver Peyton Manning was before that last year? Peyton or Eli? Come on. Peyton's way better than Eli. It's not even close. Denver MVP year. Blue Knight 10 with the Blue Knight 10 with the $10 dono. Says, hey, what do you think is launching with Switch 2 besides Mario Kart? I think Prime 4, some kind of special cross treatment, never count out Manning. Yeah, absolutely. I think that Metroid Prime, possibly. There could be some other smaller stuff, but I really don't know what's going to launch with it. I don't know exactly what they're going to do with that. And that's the exciting thing. We know Mario Kart's probably going to be a launch title, but yeah, we could see something else for sure. Thank you so much, man. We going? Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Blue Knight with that. Yo, JoJo boys. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, Metroid Prime 4 would be a good cross-gen game to have as well. Yeah, that'd be a good cross-gen game for sure. Good cross-gen game. So yeah. So just for those who don't know, if you don't know football, Denver Peyton Manning in 2013, he was the most valuable player, and he received 49 at almost unanimous. And in that year, for 2013-2014, Denver Peyton Manning had broke the single season passing record with 5,477 yards and 55 touchdowns. Yeah, he was still, I mean, that Peyton Manning is much better than Brock Purdy, even that one. So yeah, man. Once again, he got hurt. His neck was hurt. He was playing hurt, man. He was playing hurt. He was already hurt. He was done. He retired after that game. So yeah, if he didn't have the injury, he probably could have played. But that 2013 year, that's Denver Peyton Manning right there. You're just going off of, I don't understand why you're trying to diminish this man's career. You're looking ridiculous, Nick. That's why whenever I talk football with you, you sound like a casual, because you're sounding ridiculous right now, trying to minimize this man's career when he's literally an all-time great, and you're trying to minimize it, and it's stupid. It's really dumb. And I'm obviously not a Colts fan. I'm not a Denver fan, but sitting here and trying to diminish this man to 1 year that he had bad after he was clearly injured, his neck injury, and trying to act like his MVPs and his previous Super Bowl and his wins and his touchdowns and what he did, trying to diminish it, that's ridiculous, bro. I was making fun of your team. You're not doing a good job of making fun of my team when you say Denver Peyton Manning and he was the freaking MVP of the NFL. So like you're not doing a good job, bro. What? It sounds like you don't know football. It just sounds like you don't know football because you're saying Denver Peyton Manning, he was the MVP in Denver. So like, what are you talking about? He's definitely a top 10 QB of all time. Maybe even he's a top 5 QB. Let's see. Reply to the 3 TDs. Once again, I already replied to that. He was hurt. He was hurt in his last Super Bowl. He was hurt in that last Super Bowl. In the first Super Bowl he played against, when the Colts, he was the MVP of that Super Bowl. He was the MVP of that one. In the second Super Bowl he played against, They lost. He didn't play well. In this third Super Bowl he played in, they got blown out. Defensively, they couldn't stop anything. And then in his last Super Bowl, he was injured. So there you go. He played in 4 Super Bowls. He played 2 with the Colts, 2 with the Denver Broncos. So I don't know. You're diminishing his career to just the Super Bowls. That's all you're doing. You're not talking. Let me tell you everything that's wrong with your joke right now. One, you said get them to the playoffs. First, you said you keep on moving the goalposts because your joke is terrible. But first, you said get them to the playoffs. Then you said, oh well, Denver paid Manning, and then you said, oh well, Super Bowls. We're not talking about Super Bowls. We're just talking about getting them to the playoffs. That's what you said. You didn't say Super. You said getting them to the playoffs. So then you're trying to diminish his career to just the Super Bowls when you just said get them to the playoffs. So, like I said, I mean, your joke, I guess it's okay. Maybe for Rams fans, you guys laugh at anything. You guys hype up, just getting to the playoffs. So, but, like, you guys think that that's great. That's, like, the greatest thing in the world. You were hyping up them just getting there, So, maybe for Rams fans, that's great. But Peyton Manning is an incredible quarterback. He was an incredible quarterback, and he was great in Denver. He just got hurt, really. And the Super Bowl performances weren't great either, They were not awesome. But once again, he was the MVP in one of those Super Bowls. So that's better than what most people can say overall. Let's see here. My personal list. My personal top 5 list is going to be number 1, Tom Brady. Number 2, Joe Montana. Number 3... Peyton Manning, probably. Number 4, probably Patrick Mahomes, maybe. Number 5, Drew Brees, maybe Drew Brees. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Don't quote me on that list. But I know Tom Brady, Montana, Manning. Those are probably like my top 3 for sure. So I wouldn't be laughing if I was a Niners fan. I get, it's been 30 years. Nothing to laugh about. Nothing to laugh about overall. But hey, man, they're gonna try again this year, and we're gonna see what happens. And they've already got 5. I've watched the Super Bowls, so I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of winning in my day. The Rams usually suck. So I mean, you guys got one in that. You guys got that one. But usually the Rams are trash. And then before that one, you guys won one, what, like 20 years ago? So it's been like 20. So, I mean, I guess before that, it was like 20 years. And then before that, y'all didn't win nothing. So the Rams are usually ass. They've been ass for a very long time. But yeah, I guess getting one Super Bowl recently, I guess that's good, right? And then before that, they had one before, like in 99? Yeah, 99. So it's been like, what, 20 years? 20 plus years? So yeah. Leaving Mahomes off your top 3 is nasty work. I co-sign. Oh, well, I put Mahomes number 4. What? I put him number 4. Wait, hold up. I put Mahomes number 4. How's that nasty work? How is that nasty work? Mahomes is number 4 is fine. He's lucky he's in my top 5. 2 Super Bowl appearances in the last couple of years. 1 year is not bad. For the Rams, yeah. For the Rams, I'll say for the Rams, yes, that's not bad considering, some of the ups and downs that they've had over the years. But yeah, it's not bad. Getting a Super Bowl win is good. It's always good if you can get a Super Bowl dub. It's good. It's definitely a very good thing. So that's good. I don't know the long term though for the Rams. Stafford's pretty old. And the NFC's getting better. So yeah, it's going to be tough for any team to make it out of the NFC. So yeah. Since they came back to LA, they have been dominating low key. Dominating? What's your definition of dominating? I think dominating would be like Chiefs. That's dominating. I don't think I don't think I can associate anything with the Rams and dominating. Don't get me wrong, they have one Super Bowl. That's good. But dominating? No, there is no low-key dominating. I don't know about all that. Good, it's sure. But dominating? No. Absolutely not. No. Being good and deep runs and championship? But not dominating, no. Not dominating. Like, if maybe Eagles have had 2 Super Bowl appearances in the last 3 years and 1 Super Bowl. That would be more like dominating. Or Chiefs have like 3 Super Bowls in the last like 6 years. That's like dominating. But 1 Super Bowl and a couple deep playoff runs, that's not quite dominating. No. Bro, you can't say anything. Your team hasn't won in 30 years and act unimpressed. No, I just don't think it's dominating, Nick93. Just like, I mean, you don't know football. So I don't see, I can give my opinion on what you think is dominating, and what I can give my opinion on dominating. No, I can talk just as much as you can talk. I know football way more than you know football. So really, you shouldn't be talking. What the hell? You never even played. You never played. You don't know what football's about. You ain't never been hit. You ain't never played against pros. I know what it's like to play football and study football at a high level. You don't. So I can talk just as much as you. I'm actually more qualified to talk. I'm way more qualified to talk about football than you are. I'm older. I've been watching it for longer. I've played at a college and professional level. I've been around guys that have played. I mean, come on now. There you go. Hey, man. Hey, you said I'm not allowed to talk about it. You said I'm not allowed to talk about it. I think I'm allowed to talk about football, bro. I played college football. I played at a professional level football. I played against pros. I have friends that play in the NFL. And like I said, I played football for 20 plus years. What are you talking about? I played football for 20 plus years, and I have friends. I have friends that were drafted first round draft picks. Ryan Matthews for the Chargers. Me and him we're homies. We're cool. He was at Fresno State. He was a first round draft pick. You don't think I've talked to him about football? There's other guys that at Fresno State that went out in the same class that I learned from. So I don't know why you're telling me that I can't talk about football like that. That doesn't make sense. And I played at every level, except for NFL. I didn't play at NFL level, but I played at a professional level. Come on now, man. Let's see. I'm talking about Rams and Niners. What does that have to do with you playing though? Because you said this, bro. You can't say anything your team hasn't won in 30 years, and you can't act unimpressed. You said dominating. And I said, no, they're not. I can evaluate football. Just because the Niners haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years doesn't mean I can't evaluate football. I don't think the Rams have been dominating anything. I don't find that to be dominating. Eagles, they have been somewhat dominating. They've had deep runs. They've had a Super Bowl, and they've had 2 Super Bowl appearances and deep runs. The Chiefs, in the last 6 years, have had 3 Super Bowl wins and multiple deep runs into the playoffs. That's dominating. I personally don't feel that the Rams have been dominating. I don't feel that they've been dominating at all. I think that they've been doing okay. They've had an okay, solid run the last number of years with Matthew Stafford, but dominating? No, I don't think that they have been dominating. That's all I said. And then you said, you can't talk. Your team hasn't done anything. It's like, what does that have to do with me giving my opinion on dominating or not? So you're the one who said I'm not allowed to talk about football. Let's see here. You following the March Madness this year? I don't really follow March Madness, no. So yeah. I personally feel you are biased since you are a Niner fan. Both agree and disagree. I'm biased on a Niner fan, but I just said that the Eagles are dominating, and I just said that the Chiefs are dominating. 2 teams, or more like the Chiefs, that have beat the Niners twice in the Super Bowl. So if I was going to be biased against anything, wouldn't I be biased against the team that actually beat them in the Super Bowl 2 times? That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't make sense. If the Rams are doing good, I'll say that they're doing good. I don't find 1 Super Bowl and a couple runs low-key dominating when there's other teams that have done better than that. You know? You meant most of the NL West? No, you're just saying that right now. You didn't mean that. You didn't mean that. You didn't mean the NL West because you didn't say that until now. That's the first time that you said the West. And even then, if you look at the records over the last number of years, no, you didn't. And I'm almost positive the 49ers have a better record than the Rams, or it's very close in terms of like the West. It's very close. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see it as dominating. I don't see it as that. But hey, it's all good, man. OJ called out exactly. Nick is crazy because he says that I'm biased. Yet I'll sit out here and I'll call out the Niners every single time that I have an issue with what they did, which I have an issue all the time. Even in their Super Bowl years, where they went to the Super Bowl, I would call out issues, but somehow I'm biased and it's this and that, and it's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. I call it like I see it when it comes to football. I call it like I see it. I don't see the Rams as dominating. I see them as solid team, very good. I don't see them as dominating. I don't see them as that. I see the Eagles, yes. I see the Chiefs, yes. Those are the two dominant teams. In the last number of years, the two dominant teams have been the Eagles and has been the Chiefs, and I would say somewhat the 49ers, because the 49ers in the last 4 years have been to 2 Super Bowls. Lost both of them, but have been to 2 Super Bowls in the last 4 years. And they've won the NFC West, I think, twice. 2 or 3 times in the last 4 or 5 years they've won the NFC West, or they've been 10+ win team, or whatever the case is, in the last 4 years. So right now, to me, the dominating teams would be, in the NFC would be the Eagles in the last 2 to 3 years, and the AFC would be the Chiefs. Those are the two dominating teams, because they have multiple Super Bowl runs and at least one Super Bowl win. They have multiple 10+ win seasons, winning their divisions multiple times. So those would be the dominant teams. That's all I'm saying. That's just going based off of what I see, you know. So yeah. Objectively, one Super Bowl appearance is not dominating. I know, but call me a biased 49ers fan, right? One Super Bowl appearance, one Super Bowl winning appearance. I don't think that's low-key dominating. These Super Bowl runs, that's great. One Super Bowl is good. I mean, that Super Bowl was 4 years ago now, and I think they won that Super Bowl in 2021 or 2022. So we're looking at 3-4 years ago now at this point. I mean, that's good, but I wouldn't call one Super Bowl 3-4 years ago and a couple deep runs as dominating with no number 1 overall seeds. You know, I don't think they've ever got it. They haven't got a number 1 overall seed since. I don't think have they even got a number 1 overall seed in the last 2 to 3 years. So number 1 overall seed, no number 1 overall seeds in terms of playoff seeding. One Super Bowl appearance, not even another Super Bowl appearance. I mean, and it's been a number of years since that. So I mean, I don't know, man. I don't see that as dominating. The Eagles have had 2 Super Bowl appearances in the last 3 years and has had multiple number 1 seed, won the division multiple times, and also won a Super Bowl in dominating fashion. Like, it wasn't a close game. They literally blew the 17-1 Chiefs out of the water. And they dominated all year. They had the best defense, the best offense, and they dominated all year. To me, that is domination. The Eagles was domination because they were literally the best team all year. And they were the best team a couple years ago, too. When they went to the Super Bowl, they were also the best team then, too. So they've had out of the last 3 years, they've had 2 dominating seasons where they played them real close, and they should have won the Super Bowl that one year, but they didn't. And then this year, they blew the Chiefs out of the water. They did what no team could ever do this year, at least. And they blew the Chiefs out of the water. So, I don't know. To me, that's more dominating. First seed twice. When were they the number 1 overall seed in the NFC? Two appearances. 2 appearances in the Super Bowl? No, you guys had 1 appearance in the Super Bowl in the last 2 to 3 years. 1 appearance. Four times in the last how many years? Because the Niners won the NFC West last year. So how many times are you talking about? Because Matthew, since when? Because the Niners have also won the NFC West a couple times in that same time frame. So, I mean, I need to know what time frames you're talking about. Since 2017? Since 2017? 4 times since 20. That's dominating? Okay, that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. I mean, I don't know if that's dominating, but okay, if you feel that's dominating, sure. I didn't know that's dominating, but hey, look, if you feel 4 times in 7 or 8 years is dominating, sure, why not? I think like Chiefs, that would be more dominating. Like Patrick Mahomes has been there since 2017, or he's been the starter since 2018, and they won the division every single year. That to me would be dominating. But listen, I think we have different definitions of what's dominating or not. And you're kind of a crazy. Here's what I realized. You're a crazy Rams fan. Like, you are a crazy Rams fan. Like, you're absolutely insane when it comes to the Rams. So yeah. But it's all good. Well, all you've done is go back in time to try to add more to what you're saying. First, you said the last number of years. Now you're going back to 2017. You're just moving the goalpost all over the place. So I'm done with this. First, you say they've been low-key dominating. You don't give a year. So I'm thinking, okay, the last couple of years. And then you say, okay, now we're going back to 2017. Oh, now we're adding in their Super Bowl appearance. I mean, like, you're all over the place, dude. You're all over the place. You're just moving the goalpost anytime. But we were talking about the last number of years, the last few years, and then you just decided to go back damn near a decade on like 20 to 2017. I mean, I don't know. Let's go back to 1980. How about that? Let's start with 1980. I want to go back to there. So if you go back to 1980, the 49ers have been dominating the NFL. They had 4 Super Bowls in the 80s, okay? They had 4 Super Bowls in the 80s. Then they also had another Super Bowl in 1994. So if you go back all the way to 1980 or so, the Niners have been dominating. And they had multiple Super Bowl appearances. They had a Super Bowl appearance in 2012. They had a Super Bowl appearance in 2021. They had a Super Bowl appearance in 2024. So they've been dominating, man. They've been really dominating with those Super Bowl appearances and with those Super Bowls from 1980. Bro, I'm telling you, they have been. Why go back to 2017? Let's just keep going back. Let's just keep going back. Let's just push it all the way back to 1980. Man, the Niners have been dominating. They have been dominating. Rams are dominant, but they're set up to be contenders for years. Even with the old Stafford, the Rams have a second youngest team in the NFL. I'm confident the Rams will win the West again. Okay, we'll see. Darius, thank you for being somewhat logical Rams fan in this case. Darius Hines is a Rams fan. I'm glad that we can sit here and say that they're not dominating, that they've just been good. They've been very good, but dominating, no, but very good, yes. Like, nobody's going to deny that they haven't been good. No one's going to deny that. But yeah, let's just go back to 1980, man. Let's go back to 1980. And we can start from there. The Niners have been dominating. You said low key. I don't know if it's even low key though. But I know I heard you said low key, but I don't know. But like I said, we can agree to disagree. There's nothing wrong with that. We can agree to disagree. It's a good debate discussion. It's a good debate. Good debate discussion on football. I'll say that. Titans haven't been. Aries EMS says Titans haven't been relevant in a quarter century. No, that's not necessarily true, because the Titans had the number 1 seed a few years ago. They had the number 1 seed a few years ago. They just lost. I think they were 13-3 that year. Or 13 Titans 13 win season. What year was that? Yeah, what year did they win? There was one year that they won, how many games did they win? No, sorry. The 2021 Titans, they were 12-5. They were 12-5 that year. So yeah, that was a pretty good year, 2021. So they were relevant that year. And even the year before that, they were 11-5. They won the division both years. 2020 and 2021, both of those years they won the division. They won the division at 11-5 in 2020, then they won the division at 12-5 in 2021. So no, they've been relevant. They've just been bad the last 3 years. But 2020, 2019, they were good. But yeah, I think where Aries EMS is talking about is from 2008 or 2009 to 2020 or to 2009. For 10 years, a decade, they were bad. They were either second, third, or fourth in the division. Multiple times they were fourth, but yeah, they were very bad. The most games they ever won in a single season from 2009 to 2019 was 9 games. That was the most that they ever won. They were bad. They were pretty much legitimately bad for like a decade, and I think that's where Aries EMS is talking about. But the year before that, the 2 years before that, they were actually somewhat good. In 2007 and 2008, they were 10-6 in 2007, and they were 13-3. There you go, in 2008. But the funny thing is that every time that they've never made any deep playoff runs, recently. So yeah, I feel you on that one, man. I mean, Fisher was pretty. I mean, he's had some good seasons. He had some good seasons, but they were like back in the early 90s and stuff. So, yeah, they always blow into the divisional round. I mean, yeah, 2019 they got to the AFC Championship and lost. Yeah, they got to the AFC Championship and lost. I mean, so yeah, I mean, listen, I get it though. Like with 3 losing seasons back to back to back, like bad seasons, you're not gonna be very happy. So I get that, Okay, so. Okay, Stealth says, my main account, Stealth 40K, got hacked. I'm not sure what I can do. I need support. Oh, man, Stealth got hacked. Oh, no, that's not good, dude. Let me follow this Stealth. It got hacked. But what are they gonna, they're not posting anything. Somebody just hacked his account? It's crazy. So yeah. So I moved to LA in 2016. So you brought up the records that day. Hey, look, man, it's all good. Whatever you say, Nick. Whatever you say, sure. We'll move it back one more year. It was 2018, 2017. Move back 2016. Go back. You want to go further back? The Rams made it to the Super Bowl in what? In 99 and 2000. We can go back to there if you want to. We can go all the way back to there. I'm okay with that too. Oh my gosh. Oh man, it's all good though, brother. I appreciate you, man. It's all good. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Although we are going to wrap it up here. I think that was a good debate discussion to end the stream on. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you guys coming out to tonight's stream. If you have not seen my most recent video, check out my most recent video talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 and why it is could be the best Nintendo system yet. Nintendo's best system yet. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out. It is up on the channel. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for coming out to the stream tonight. Shout outs to everybody that dropped some support and love. You guys were insane today. So I want to say thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys for the discussion, the debate, all that stuff, man. It was great today, man. I had a lot of fun. Sports discussion is always fun. It's always fun all over the place. So thank you guys so much for everything, for real. Seriously, thank you guys. So yeah. And news just came out. There is an Octopath Traveler plus Octopath Traveler 2 bundle out for the Nintendo Switch, and I had no idea. It's a 1 and 2 bundle. Does it actually come with the cartridge? Is it both on cart, or is it a download code or something else like that? I want to know. But anyway, there is that if you're interested. Play Asia has that. So all right, guys, love y'all so much. We will see you guys back. What's today? Today is Monday. We will see you guys back tomorrow on Tuesday for another stream. All right, guys. Peace out, homies.